What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hey. Oh, look, we got people coming in already. What's up, RL?
Hey, RL. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. Okay, this was our first time to have the intro.
Woo,
That
I
was
know,
great.
right?
I know.
What's up, Slick?
Hey, Slick. Not much. Sunday night, and this time we have hold on. Hello. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I have a delivery right on
Uh-oh.
time. Can
All
you come
right.
back and
You got games on your iPhone. Welcome.
come back
Welcome,
in
welcome.
10 minutes?
Hey,
Okay,
Adam.
and get him. Okay. Okay, 10,
Hey,
10 minutes. I am. Go. Okay, bye-bye.
good to see everybody tonight. Y'all come on in, say hey, let us know where you're from,
Hello.
what's going on. And
Thank you. I had a guinea pig delivery um, right at the beginning here. My children are ever so helpful. Yes, welcome. Welcome to Sunday. I'm drinking a beer on Sunday. What are you drinking, JC?
I have got
Asylum.
some Kool-Aid and some chocolate chip cookie dough. So I am ready to go. It's not really
I love
Kool-Aid. I'm
chocolate
just
chip
saying
cookie
Kool-Aid.
dough. Hi, Minnie G. Ohio State
America.
production. Hi, Jackson. Wait, hold
Good to
on.
see
You
everybody.
got game on your phone? Okay, that's a
I
great
know.
name. Look at that.
It is a good name. I like that name. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Well, go ahead and intro us in, Courtney.
Okay, let's see. Hi everyone. All right, so I we think we're broadcasting on both Filament Stories channels as well as Asylum Life Makes channels, right?
Yes, well, we
We're
should be. It
hoping.
looks like everything's going well.
And I don't know what's happening if I'm sucking all your bandwidth, Asylum, because you're. Hey,
It's totally
Raybert,
me. It's totally
it's
me.
all
It's all
you.
about, yeah, it's all about me sitting in the middle of the country getting away from people. When that happens, you lose speed. So, yeah.
Raybert, I'm so excited that you're here. We're going to talk about 3D printing, filament. We're going to
Mhm.
talk about, I'm trying to see if there's any barbarian stuff coming out. There's new Diablo action coming up soon, right?
New Diablo?
I think so. Is that right?
Really?
Sweden. Oh my good. Hello, goodness.
Okay.
Hello, Benta. Benta.
Hey,
Benta. Oh
Benta.
my friend Meta. She was a good friend of mine for many years, and her mother was Benta. Is that
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yes, I think her mother was Benta.
That's awesome.
From Sweden.
That's awesome.
Yes. Okay, so
Oh,
yeah,
as
well,
far as
and so I'm Courtney. I'm with Filament Stories, and we just wanted to have. We're going to have sort of a more formalized hour, which means we're not going to go way off the rails, right? And who are you,
yeah.
Asylum?
Well, I'm JC with Asylum Life. Yeah, we have a tendency to go off the rails. And if somebody's asking how many they've missed, this is technically our third one, but this will be
Yeah.
like our second official one. We do this the fourth Sunday of every month. So uh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. And so we have some topics tonight because that's what we talked about last time. Our goal was to have some time here on these first platforms and then go over to TikTok and spend a little time on TikTok, which is not included in this. And we just we got chatty. I mean, was
I
it two
know.
and a half hours?
I
It
know,
was,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. And
it was overboard. So yeah, so I woke you up. Okay, we're gonna have to keep you entertained, Janice.
yes, we're
It's
going to
good
try
to see
really hard
you
tonight.
though. I'm
We'll
hoping
bring
to
in
see.
some.
I mean, form next. Okay, I told my husband form next 2023. He was like, "We're going back." I'm like, "Hell yeah, we're going back."
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I love. Hold on, you're gonna fall off. I'm gonna slide you up, little one. Yeah,
I will
would you
go
like
one
some beer?
day.
You would like some beer?
I'm gonna make all
Interesting.
the earths this year, but probably not
Yeah,
many
the
other
earth,
things. Yeah, all the earths.
earth.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah, guys.
you're not old
So,
enough for beer.
one of the things we wanted to do here, and great to see everybody. 2 a.m. Good grief. Um, we'll try to keep it interesting so you don't fall asleep. But one of the things we did trying to make this interesting is, if y'all know Courtney and I, we're kind of like brother and sister. She's my sister from another mister. And so we're trying to keep ourselves succinct and to topics. So we've come up with some rules. And
Yes, and
each
we
topic,
need them because I need them.
I need them to,
Yeah.
four topics every show, 10 minutes each. All right. So, and I've got a little timer that we're going to be able to hit, And there's our timer down in the corner. And we're going to start off on the topics. Now, each of us, I get a point and Courtney gets a point. We're trying to come up with a name for these points. So if you think of an interesting name for these points, like dings or bots or something, I get a point, she gets a point. And if we want to extend a topic, we can say, I want to extend the topic, but we can only do it once. We get a point. We can only do it once, and we'll extend that topic for 5 minutes. And that lets us talk about anything else we want to. Maybe down the road, we can add a third point for the audience if they want to keep talking.
I was going to say, it also is going to depend, right? Because it depends on what questions you all ask. It may be that a topic is, because we've sort of put topics in there. I mean, some of them are talking Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival. Absolutely, Ray. Hold on. Look up RMRRF. Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival. It is a month away, right? 1 month away?
But right at a month away. I guess this weekend would signify a month away. Yeah. So we'll both be there.
JC and I are flying into Denver, right? And then it is, I forgot the name of the city.
Loveland.
Loveland. There we go.
How can you forget a name like Loveland?
I know.
Come on.
I know. Ray, if we could see you, that would be amazing. Okay. So and also it's going to depend on the interest. So some of these topics are sort of like newsworthy topics in 3D printing, but what's our first one?
Oh, our first one tonight.
Our first one's silly, right?
The new segment that we are adding. The new segment we're adding this week is What's That Back There? Right? That's where Courtney and myself, or even maybe somebody in the chat room, can go, what's that back there behind us? If you see something that interests you or you want to talk about, you can let us know. And so we're actually going to start. I'm going to start the 10-minute counter. Here we go. And Courtney, behind you, I love this thing, and I want you to talk about it. That vase.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Directly behind you. That is my favorite thing you have ever. Yes, I love that. I know it's one of my favorite things you've ever printed, and it's just amazing. Talk about that.
I really like this. So this is actually a small vase by 3D Print Bunny, and I'm gonna move it here. Everything is in reverse order. Yes, 3D Print Bunny. So it's free, and please don't eat my vase. Yeah, and this is. Do you remember what the filament is? Is it CC3D?
I think it was. Yeah, it was that or the GNVT whatever.
No, it's not GNVT and TP.
Okay.
I think it's CC3D. It's an Amazon filament that's just. But I really like this because it's more of earth tones. Yeah. I mean, as far as blue can be earth tones. All right, hold on. And there is a fly in here, and I can't even. I have my bug assault. Huh? Yeah, it's a fly landed in the.
You're going to get us banned for this one, aren't you?
So
if you don't know, guys, while she's tracking this bug down, if you don't know, this is a salt gun. And this salt gun basically takes rock salt and you shoot it at the bug and it takes out the bug. So she is trying to take out the bug in her room.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. Hey, he's going to do a face reveal if he's not careful.
Seem healthy for the guinea pig if you fall.
He just did a face reveal. He just did a face reveal.
That's my son. This is my son, Grayson. Hey, everybody. Say hi.
Grayson.
Hi.
Hey. Yes, Adam, you love your bug gun. I love my bug gun as well. Yeah. Adam has a bug gun.
Yeah, it's really, it's really amazing that just table salt will, and it's such a small amount of table salt. And so we had a friend and I was like, no, it can't work that well. And then he demoed it and I was like, oh, and so we went and ordered one like straight away. But somehow there was some like, I don't know, some flies made it and they all came in our house. Okay. So this is, I will look it up in just a minute when you're talking, but it's really neat. And one of the things that I love is the width on this is, I think 0.1 or 1.2 millimeters, but it was done on a regular nozzle. And that's like my big thing is you don't need, I mean, if you have a bigger nozzle, I used to take a 0.4 millimeter and switch it up for a 0.1 millimeter and then do, do it this same extrusion, but you can just do it with a regular 0.4 and then I'll have to change nozzles. Although with the Revo, it's easy. Hold on. Entertainment. Let me grab my other.
Now, Our first time with the rules, and we've already gone off the tracks. Isn't that exciting, everybody? So that was one of the first prints that really caught my eye that she did. Like she's saying, it's a 1.2 line height. So you're just going into the extruder. I believe she printed that on her Cobra Max. And it's just a beautiful filament. She's trying to hunt down that filament and everything. The bug gun. I hope it's a bug gun and not a butt gun. Um, but yeah, so that gun is pretty cool. We have one as well. I also have little electric tennis rackets that are fun. But that vase, like she said, that is Bunny, 3D print Bunny made that. She's pulling out more things. You realize?
No, I'm just pulling out some. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
just found out that some of the people that are in the chat and are talking are actually right over there in the next room. And I didn't know that was so hi guys from the next room. So yeah, I first of all, I have to give,
you heard it.
I know I have to give Lost in Tech. And by the way, if you're not following the Lost in Tech, he has a YouTube channel. He's on Twitter as well, but his videos are really good. He deep dives into things that you think you know about something, and then he'll deep dive into it for like 15 minutes. And you're like, okay, I had no idea. It makes he's just really good. Well, hold on, let me catch up. Ray, I know. I would love for you to see Grayson. Butt gun. So yeah. Going. Well,
yeah.
I can't comment on our butt gun. That was, this is the family show, right? But yeah, I was doing these. This is a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. I know YouTube finally loaded. These are all 0.4 millimeter nozzles, and they're just. I went from 0.8 millimeters all the way up to 1.4 millimeters, and you just need to go a little slower and a little hotter. And they print it no problem, which is great. So yeah, now I'm going to do a video on this coming up, which is that this up here is probably going to be fairly watertight, but it's going from here to here. It's never going to be watertight.
Okay. All right.
So are we on? Cool. Is 10 minutes up?
So no, we're down to 5 minutes. So now I guess it's my turn. What behind me? What's that back there? Which one?
Wait a minute. White column. Is it a spray can? Is it a rattle can?
This?
Yeah. What's that?
Okay. Yeah, that's that is just a clear coat that I use. It's a sealer that I use on my all of my paint, the stuff that I paint and everything. I have a couple of different one of these. This is a very glossy one. And then I actually have a matte one. And then this is one of my favorite. This one is a chalk matte. It has a chalk finish. And so it makes it look really, really dry. And so that's just my paints back there. Everything behind me is this is my paint station. So that's what's back there.
I don't have a paint station. Okay, so let's see. Can I say hi? Lacey Ganther. Wait, Gatherum? I want to say Gatherum. Hi. Hi, Lacey Gatherum. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Best wishes from overseas to you all. Thank you. So glad you could join us. Wait, RC Maniac 25. Oh my goodness. YouTube finally loaded it. So good to see you, RC Maniac. Okay, so Janice is saying, is there a system to this? So yes. So it is. Well, initially, let me see if I can move over a little bit. Initially, there was no. I say there was no organization to it because my husband was in charge of it. But when I take over something, I try to wedge as much in as I can. And so I have over time gotten more and more and more in there. There are a lot of 3D printed hooks in there. So this is, it behaves just like a regular pegboard, except for it's metal. And so regular pegboard has that thickness. I don't know what it is, like 4 millimeters or something.
Yeah,
whatever the
pegboard 4 millimeters. Yeah,
and that helps it hold on. Whereas this metal is very thin. So all of the standard things that you would be able to buy or print were kind of okay, but they sort of fall. They don't hold in well, but I have printed as many things as I can for them, and I just love it. And then I just keep wedging more in. So I did have someone say, is it a functional? Is it something that you use? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I use stuff like every day. So, right, I've got my, what is this? This is my calipers. Here is my favorite scraper when I need to get out something that is just, giving me.
Right.
This is the build.
That keeps you from having to pry because you can push straight. You don't have to kind of pry underneath it, right?
Yeah, I've got all of my hex, and this is my, oh my gosh, my favorite parallel pliers, right?
I have
So
one of those. Those are awesome.
I love these.
Put your finger in it. Put your finger in it.
Yeah, because no one wants to completely destroy their heater block with the regular pliers. And
I
then
know, right?
Yeah, I've just got all kinds of stuff here. I use this light for lighting up our videos. This is anyway. Yeah, no, and then when we have glow in the dark stuff, that I don't understand the gist with the glow in the dark stuff, because people, I mean, like, oh, you can't see it here. It's actually, that's great. It won't blind you here.
That is one of the strongest UV lights I have ever seen. That UV light is amazing. I've looked at it. It's on Amazon for like $50.
Yeah,
it's really good.
This one's great, and I am usually pretty good about being not overly stupid. Sometimes I'm stupid, but I dropped it or something, and I wanted to make sure that it worked, and so I turned it on as I looked at it to see if the bulbs worked.
That's awesome.
I have met. No, right. It was like anti-awesome, because I knew, I mean, my dad, all my life, my dad was like, "You hurt your eyes, don't look at the sun," everything. I was scared because for 3 days,
oh, wow.
I had a ghost on my eye. And as soon as you do it, you're just like, oh, yeah. Anyway, so don't accidentally look into it. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah.
All right, 30 seconds left.
Huh?
I'm going to throw a question to you. 30 seconds left.
Go.
What PLA do you recommend for a fire sculpture? They know about Amelin's shiny silk red gold and rose. So any other suggestions?
I mean, that red gold is amazing, right? So do I have, no, I don't have it up here. That, if it's fire, I would absolutely recommend that. There is, let me think, because I think you need something with depth. Oh, what is the one?
Oh. We're done.
Wait, hold on. 3DF. 3DF.
Answer it quick.
3DF.
Come on, go.
What's the 3DF one?
Oh, the 3DF fire one?
Yeah.
Oh, the rose. Yeah, it's rose gold.
Okay, so 3DF also has one.
Yeah, they have a rose gold, and then they have a rose dust, which is the one with the slight transition from kind of a rose to almost kind of a rose gold kind of feel.
I wouldn't do that one though. I mean, that's nice, but that's more
just pinky for dust.
Fire. I think that, I mean, what you really want is, and one of the brands that I had a red, so red orange / red gold, and one company had both, and I was like, I'm going to get them because surely they'll be different. Red orange and red gold, they're not much different, because orange silk is kind of like gold, but those just look gorgeous. If I can come up with anything else, I'll let you know by the end of the night here. Okay, next topic. We went over. All
right, next topic. So this is my topic. And this is one I wanted to talk with you about because you've had some experience in this area. So put me big on the screen real quick so I can play a video.
Yes, I will make you the leader.
Get me in the middle. Yeah. Now drag me up.
And
here we go.
I love it.
Here we go.
A couple weeks ago, we did a video, Filament costs what it does. And ultimately, the conclusion of that video is that filament is wildly overpriced. It is a commodity. The raw material that goes into a spool of filament does not cost that much. Admittedly, PLA is very expensive. PLA is a very expensive material because it's a new material. It's a patented material. It is a material that a company has to make back all the effort and development they've done. I'm fine with that. PETG is a commodity. It costs pennies on the dollar of what it is sold as a spool. That is ridiculous. That or ABS or nylon or any of the other commoditized materials costs anything more than $20 a spool. A couple weeks ago, we did a video about why filament costs what it does.
Okay.
And ultimately,
so that's my question. And you can go back to the two-shot. Expensive. So PLA, I don't guess I realized that PLA was still kind of a copyright or a trademark copyright kind of, it's in its beginnings. I knew it was kind of new, but I didn't know how new it was.
Wait,
and
what do you mean trademark?
Well, I mean, he was talking about how it's probably, based on what he's saying, it's a product that is licensed to companies to use right now because the company that originally did it has a trademark on it, right?
Oh, okay. I thought I'd watched that video, but apparently I missed that or I fell asleep. Traditionally, I mean, typically I will be watching something and I will fall asleep
Right. And
Yeah. I go to sleep watching 3D printing videos because that's how exciting I am.
yeah, RC Maniac, we know my video is bad. It's always bad because I live in the middle of nowhere, but we try.
I know. I feel, but we're still confused because you do videos on other platforms and you do not look this broken up, right? So there's
Yeah.
something up with Restream. I think there's something
Maybe.
because
We'll see.
the rest of your content doesn't look like this.
No, most of my other content's posted though, so it's not a full live
It's not
stream.
live.
Although,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, so talk about that. Talk with me about the price. I mean, you've actually been to a facility that makes filament. You kind of understand what goes into it. Now he's saying it's pennies on the dollar when it comes to PETG and ABS and stuff. Is that true, or are there other things that need to be thought about?
So, I am not going to be, I mean, he may have far more knowledge than I do. In fact, if you're interested in understanding about how filament is made, you need to look up his name. I'll find. There is a guy who is one of the engineers at Printed Solid and helps run and make the filament. And every single one of his YouTube videos, I'm sorry, every one of his TikTok videos, I usually play it 2 or 3 times because he's explaining so much and it's really good information. Let me find him and I'll let you know. But in the meantime, so I do think that I think it's an oversimplification of the problem because companies are making filament. And if all it was to take the PLA resin and dump it into the extruder and extrude it out, that would be fine. Now, the next step that most companies are doing is they're buying their PLA resin from a company. NatureWorks NGO is the largest supplier in the world, right, for that. But they are also probably the highest quality. And so there are some companies in China that are using the resin all the way from the United States. But you can get PLA resin, and when you say the base component, even though we're talking about filament, and resin to us sounds like
right.
SLA printers, right? So
right.
in the case of the raw materials, the beads, it's called resin. And there are different varieties of that. For instance, Protopasta uses it, and most of theirs is HTPLA, which is a high temperature PLA, and that means you can anneal it. Now, it is a more expensive resin, and it has additional functionality, which means if you want to have some stronger, you can increase its strength if you anneal it. But part of the gorgeousness of the Protopasta filament is how it looks when it prints. And if you were to anneal it, it's going to become more opaque and not look as pretty, but you will get additional properties. But that's what they have always done. I did talk to someone who was a small company. They had, I don't know if they had 1 filament line, 2 filament lines, and they were commenting on one of the companies that was doing the buy 10 spools for $80, including shipping. That was like 2 years ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And we were all like, wow, how is that even possible? And so he had asked us if we could do a video on one of their filaments. And he had asked me a couple of questions. And I said, let me ask you this. Is this possible? Is this, are we supporting laundering money behind the scenes? Because 8 spools for $80, including shipping in the US, seems outrageous. And and he said, I think
I've started a timer late.
5 minutes. And he said, I think he did some calculations and he said it's possible the margins are incredibly low and you need to do high volume, which I think was their target.
Right.
So at that point in time, there was this competition and prices for filament got really competitive and they dropped. And then not that long ago, 4 months ago, somebody would said, oh, I know what it was. Before the beginning of the year, we had asked put a poll up for Filament Stories. What are you interested in seeing next year? And we had some people that said, the high end, really cool and interesting filaments are great, but can you show some of the more economical filaments? And I was like, yeah, let me go. And I was on Amazon and I was looking around and I couldn't find a $15 spool of PLA. PETG, yes. PLA, no. And so I think that price war kind of went back up. Is it going to go up again? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a very long answer to say that I think the market that is individual makers is a different market. But if you go further in that Slant 3D's video, and by the way, I love his stuff.
Yeah.
He talks about it would make much more sense to have them in bigger spools. And your value would be greater if you were to buy something with a bigger spool. But I don't want 5 kilos of everything. I just want a kilo. A kilo is all I want.
Right.
If I really like it and they have it in a bigger, and I'm doing print farm, then I'd love to buy it in a bigger quantity. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
And
I agree. And if y'all get a chance, guys, watch the Slant. Slant 3D is who that video was, and he's got a long rant on kind of the costs and looking at it. And one of the things he talked about is large rolls of filament, like she was saying. There are a lot of companies that do large rolls, and I've looked into it because I do some kind of heavy printing on the back end and produce things for people. And most companies only do like a gray, a black, a white, maybe a yellow, and a blue in large, like 3K or 10K rolls. Most companies have a deal where if you purchase over a certain amount, you'll get a big cut in price. But very, very few of them produce all of their colors. Like, I mean, if you wanted Protopasta to print all of their colors in like 3K to 10K rolls, that would be a lot of crazy stuff. Let's see. So let's say Printed Solid told me before that much of the filament. Yeah. No, and I agree with that. And I think that's one of the things. I think you're going to sell a lot more 1K rolls than you are, 10K rolls, just by the fact that there aren't a ton right now, percentage wise, a ton of print farms around. Now there is still a patent out because I did a search on it. It's, if you're wanting to look it up, it's US patent. It's 7507561B2, and you can actually find that. There is a patent for PLA, and I've read through it. It looks like the adjusted expiration is November 7th of 2025. So we're getting pretty close.
Interesting. Yeah, their PLA, none of the PLA that you're getting these days is just PLA. It's all modified in various ways. So when I was at Protopasta, and that was such a fun experience, and I was going to make some filament, and I was really excited. So we were doing some filming for them and helping out. And in the end, I was going to get to make some filament. So and by the way, if they ever have their Protopasta experience, it's a day, you go there and they talk to you about how they make filament, and you get to make your own filament, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, I would recommend that to anyone, because if any company was doing that, if Printed Solid was doing it, I'd sign up for it, because I love Printed Solid stuff too, right? But it gives you and they give you a tour and they show you how filament's made. But the largest component in the spool, right, is PLA, right? The majority of it's PLA. But then we have to have elements on top of that. And one of the things that has changed over the last, 7-8 years is that PLA is so much more printable now. And I've told a lot of people that my job is kind of easy as filament stories. Most filament prints fairly well. I mean, it used to be that you would get a printer and you say, will this print? With my husband, I remember when we got our first printer, he was like, but why are you ordering filament? We don't even know if it will print, right? So in any case, but there's also, there's parts that make it print well. And then there is all of the add-ons like the color and the glitter. Did we run over again?
We ran out of time. Okay. Do you want to extend it for a second?
I'm trying to remember what I was going to say.
Here, I'll extend this one. We'll use a point.
Okay. Keep going. No, you're going to use it? Okay, wait. I want to see what Peter said.
I'm using the point. So go.
RC Maniac is saying, "Oh, hello, Dove."
So as far as a patent or the patent, what I'm looking at looks like the patent. And it was done. Let's see. Let me find the start date. This is a polylactic acid from renewable feedstocks is what this one is. This one may, if it's from a specific renewable feedstocks, I'll have to look them up. But this was done in 2005. So it may not be the original, but I know this particular one, and it's specifically talking about the polylactic acid. So it may not be the original one, but that's what only one I could really track down. But I'll keep looking around and see what I can find. I didn't realize she had walked away.
I'm here.
But this particular PLA that I'm talking about, the inventor looks like they've got a team here. Santi Venkata looks like one of the guys. I know that name. And the current assignee is Reliance Life Science PVT Ltd. So Reliance Life Science. That's who the current assignee of the patent is. So you may want to look that up. That might help you. There are some other patents for like PLA Plus and HTPLA, but I was kind of looking for the pure PLA. Hey, Steven, glad you found the channel. Excited about that. She does a lot of awesome stuff. She does way better than me. I'm Asylum Life Makes. If you're looking for other stuff, I work different little projects and kind of show off what I'm doing. I do mostly product photography and such.
Found it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, Britt,
Okay,
that is correct.
Wait. Sorry. Wait, where's my mouse? Okay. Wait. Sorry. I don't know what you were saying, but Peter Iggy said he is working on a PLA joiner machine so he can join small bits and pot. I am excited about that. So I'm hijacking. I know you were talking and I'm behind on it, but I got it. You have it. Yeah, that's it. Right. And so this is this thing, and it looks like it's so easy to use, right? Because you take and you put the piece in, and you're going to basically get one piece here and one piece here. And in between here, you're going to heat this up. You can do a lighter or whatever. And then you're going to slide it on through. Right. And so this is the magic. Where the magic happens is in here, and you're going to have two pieces. And you can slide it back and forth. And it's not unlike what the palette does, except for the palette does it very accurately, and we're not very accurate people. However, I would be really excited about another machine that would do that, because the way the palette works is the palette is got to pull all of the filament through. So you're going to get those teeth marks, right, as it's pulling the filament through. If you're going to combine 8 end pieces, every single bit is going to have to go through that palette. And so I'm not overly keen on that. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, so
I'm actually going to start experimenting with that and trying to figure that out. I borrowed a palette from a really close friend, and
where the hell's my palette?
Yeah. Anyway,
I know actually the palette. I don't want to. I mean, the palette has been eclipsed by the bamboo, because the bamboo has a whole different process for doing things, which is it will print with something and then completely be done with that filament, and whereas the palette is, we're going to connect everything in advance, and then it's an amazing processing that goes on, so that as the print is happening, and it's not controlling your printer, but it's keeping track of what's happening. I could go into it for like an hour, but it's so interesting
now,
how the palette works.
With that in mind, since we're about 60 seconds from the end,
I know,
why don't we save that topic for TikTok? Because after we finish here, we're going to head over to TikTok. So write that down, and we're going to talk more about splicing. You know, they've got the clamps for splicing it. Some people are experimenting with different machines to do that.
TikTok.
So follow us over to TikTok when you're done with this. You don't even have to have an account. You can just go to Asylum Life Makes page, or you can go to Filament Stories page, and you will see the live right in there. So to watch our live on TikTok, you don't even have to have an account. So we'll talk more about that over there and talk about splicing experiences. Hey, I might even pull out a lighter and try this thing, because I have so many of those like 20 and 30.
If this would work well, this would be great. And I think it has the capacity, but you have to be. My husband could probably do. You guys know those. I'll do it really fast. You guys know those pumpkin things where you would carve the pumpkin and you would get in with this. It used to be like you would tape the pattern on. My husband could take the most complicated one and it would come out perfect, and we would all be annoyed at him. So he could do this. None of us can do it but him. Okay, what's the next topic?
All right, well, first off, let me just say, guys, thank y'all for being here tonight. We're really excited about this. We're just having fun. We have come up with a name for this show. Like she was saying earlier, we're calling this Sliced. And Sliced is all about creating 3D printing, filament. We're going to bring some other things within the makerspace. Down the road, we hope to interview some people as well. We're going to try to bring some people in to join. But this show happens every fourth Sunday night. So the fourth Sunday night of the month, you can find Courtney and myself here chatting it up and having some fun. So join us fourth Sunday night. All right.
Cool.
Anything you want to
All
say
right.
before the next topic?
Yeah, well, hold on. There are people that have said things and I didn't respond to them because I was hiding where I was around. I was around the corner and there's some drawers. And so where I am this is our mechanical room in our basement. And so, yeah. Anyway, I took over it for 3D printing. It's my husband's fault. He was like, you should do some content on that 3D printing stuff. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Oh, Stephen LeDuc says, I recently found your channel and love it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I know I love Filament. It is the weirdest thing. I cannot explain why I love Filament so much. I mean, I'm not like a big clothes person. I don't want to I have a one in, one out. I'm like, well, my hangers I don't have any more hangers. So if I buy something, I got to get rid of something, but not with Filament. I'm like, no. I don't want to use that up because then I won't have any more. So, okay, wait. So then we have Britt had said the changes are why we have PLA Plus, PLA Pro, HDPLA. Yeah, exactly. It's what they have done in addition to the PLA to enhance certain functions, capabilities of it. Yeah.
It also lets them change it up enough for the patent, because if they change a certain percentage of it, then they can make their own patent off of it. And then we had somebody saying something about PLA or the bags at Home Depot. I am not sure what material
really
that they are made of. That I'll have to look up on that.
I mean, I'm surprised about this whole thing. I did not know until tonight that there was a patent on PLA, and if so, who's paying whom? But
right.
In any case, yeah. Okay, so Amiga PPG is saying you have it, but it won't work well for you. And then RC Maniac is love the palette. I mean, I love my palette. The palette too, I loved when it worked, which meant I only loved it a small percentage of the time. I had an issue with mine, and finally Mosaic took it back and they were like, we're going to replace a bunch of stuff. And then I was like, can you send me pictures if it works? And they kept it and it works, and I got it back and it works, but the Palette 3 is much more reliable and I do really like it. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be messing with the Palette 3, and I know we've kind of gone over time, but I'm going to hook it up to my Mini. What do you think about that?
That's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
So,
I just wondered, I see it hooked up to other machines, but
yeah. So Britt had said, notice that companies have named PLA Plus and PLA Pro different names. I know. Typically you have to look at what they're adding on, but most of the time they're adding on that it's going to be stronger and more durable, because I mean, if you drop, I am really, I have an injury, which makes me not have 100% feeling in my hands. And so I'm super clumsy. And I think I'm holding on to it, but I'm not. So the number of vases I drop in PLA models is non-trivial. And so they break a lot, which is okay because it's 3D printing and I just glue it back together. But of course, PETG doesn't do that. So a strong PLA with some of the PLA Pluses, PLA Pros, I can't say that, do a much better job. Okay.
Well, and the big secret is that if you change 10 to 30%, somewhere between 10 to 30%, you have the ability to get a new patent on something that's similar to another project. So if you take PLA and you add something and it changes 10 to 30%, and the patent office gets to decide if it works, then you can make a new patent. So, all right.
Wait, hold on. Can we take a note for a future topic?
Okay.
Because here is a question, and this is happening quite a lot, is someone comes out with a model, let's say MacGyver's Articulated Dragon, right? Or Cinderwing's Crystal Dragon. And then a lot of models come out that are similar, and people are excited, and hey, wow, this is a new way to do articulated models. And I'm excited about that too. And just because, and there's the question here is, what is a reasonable you've taken inspiration from as opposed to you're copying? And that's sort of a hot topic.
Right. And that falls into the area of derivatives and what's the other word? Derivatives and
what's the other one? Inspirationals or something. It's derivatives
fan
and
art or something. Yeah, I can't remember. It's not fan art, but it's something along
no, it's
that
not.
line. So.
It's not. But but it is, and it's a really interesting, and people have different opinions on what is okay and what's not okay.
Well, and even lawyers do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
I
in
have
any
that
case,
note set aside.
yeah, let's take a note, because I really I love all new models, but at the same time I'm very protective of the original designer.
Right.
So we will talk about that in another point. Now, what are we doing? Topic 4?
This is your topic. This is your topic number 4.
No, it's my topic.
Yes, it's
okay.
your topic.
So let me get my laptop up. Just a minute.
Okay.
So my topic is that my topic is that I have been talking to the filament librarian recently. And if you don't know the filament librarian, his name is Joe, and he is a really great guy. Hold on, I'm getting to the right spot.
Yeah, Filament Library is awesome. If you haven't been there, go look that up. It's got some good stuff.
Yeah,
it's a really good, almost companion website with our filament company's database. And so between the two, you can find things in your area. So if you haven't looked at the Filament Library or the Filament Company's website, check it out. So
I'm going to put, let's see, is this up? No, I'm going to make me big.
There you go.
So this is it. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because Joe and I were talking. So the domain is filamentcolors.xyz. So this is just some random stuff that's put up here. And you can sort by all kinds of things. So let me just give a plug for this, because I have people ask me all the time, I'm interested in a color that, right? So you can browse by a brand or make it bigger. Oh, I'm going to make it bigger.
Maximize the website. Yeah.
I'm going to maximize
bigger.
Okay. So so you can look at manufacturer or filament type or color family. But the other thing you can do is, what do we do here? Hold on. Do we hang it? Is it hung?
No, I don't know.
It's hung on my screen. Okay,
refresh.
We're going to go back.
The power of this.
Did it crash?
I think it looks like it did.
I think it crashed. Wait. Here we go.
Hide your screen.
Oh
go back
no!
to your camera.
I don't think there's anything. There's my bank. Okay.
Just making sure.
I
don't want you to show the world all your stuff.
I don't have that much stuff. Okay, so yeah, you can browse. Wait a minute. JC is going to say, make it bigger.
And it's going to mess up again.
Look at colors and stuff, which is great. But the thing that he's done recently that is just amazing. So let's pick this 01 here. Oh my word. Did it crash again?
Don't make it bigger anymore.
Talk about it.
Don't make it bigger anymore.
We're going to have to, I'm not doing this. This is going to crash. Here we go. Color match. So you can enter something. And let's go with that. Let's search for whichever one that was. Now, here's what's great about this. And I'm so excited about this because someone had asked me their, mother or father worked at the company that made the blue BLU vape cigarette things. And they were wondering if there was a filament that matched that, and he had no idea. And so I said, well, do you have the RAL or, what can you enter in any of this information? And it will give you the closest matches that Joe has in the library. But then if you keep going down, let's see here, I'm going to just go back to the beginning. Come on. And if we take something like this and we go down, so we've got this cyan PLA. Look at this, matching colors for Pantone, for RAL, related colors, and then analogous colors, triadic colors, split complementary colors. Okay. I don't even know what this means. Rectangular colors, square colors. Anyway, so what I think is so neat about this is he has got some great information here, but let me come back. It's dependent on it depends on how many filaments he has. And I think he's got like 1,500, 2,000 now. So, and that's a lot of because people have sent things to him. And so I think the work that he's doing, which is 100% free for everyone. And he is just, I think it's really neat if someone is interested in one thing and they're not trying to dilute it. And so he is doing the one thing that he really enjoys well. And I'm trying to do that with Filament Stories, which is, I just want to connect people with Filament. And that means connecting them with the companies. So our Filament companies database, the only thing that goal is to say, you're in this geography, here are companies that sell Filament within that geography, right?
Right.
So that's kind of,
exactly.
yeah, right. I know, right? Yugi Tony 85. That thing is so cool. I go to it all the time. I look like I know all about Filament because someone will say, "Do you know a Filament that?" And I'd be like, "Doo, doo, doo, doo." Right. But it is
He needs to be
dependent
one of our
on.
guests
Yeah,
soon.
I know. Oh, I asked him. He'll come on.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
this is where perhaps one of my no, it is absolutely one of my favorite Filament companies of all time that is no longer in existence is Polyalchemy. And when I first started 3D printing, Angus Devison, Maker Muse, had, and it's this one right here, Nightshade, which is this amazing purple, dark purple.
Like that.
And at the time,
cool.
Polyalchemy was the way to go. Hey, Alstrack. No guinea pigs. Oh, hello. There were guinea pigs earlier. They are not here now. But how are you? How was skiing? DBR it. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a super deep purple. And Polyalchemy, there's some of theirs are so amazing. Like this one too is another one, and this is a blue. This blue is amazing. And then this Merlot here, this is a red, but this Merlot,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
Merlot's
showing
nice.
up quite right. These are so beautiful, and they have so much pigment in them that when you're done, you have to just run Filament through. You're like, no, we still have some more Merlot. I don't know. It just bleeds inside, but they're gorgeous. So what happened was during COVID, Polyalchemy did not make it, and they were having a bit of a hard time. But they didn't make it, and yet they didn't get going completely because Printed Solid bought the ability to make this. So they bought the recipe for this, so they have Elixir. This is the company was Polyalchemy, and the filaments that they made were Elixir. And so they have the ability, and they may bring out Jesse Elixir. But I love this stuff. And the reason that, and how is that connected to the Filament Librarian in any way? So Joe and I were talking, right? I know you're all like, doesn't make sense, Courtney. So Joe and I were talking on another subject, and he said, hey, do you have all the Polyalchemy Elixir? And I said, as a just freak coincidence, I do. They all went on sale. It was a huge sale. And I didn't know at the time because this was before things ended. They were going to go from 750 milligrams up to full kilo spools. And they were working on getting rid of all that inventory. And this was right about the time COVID was coming on. And so huge sales. And I was like, well, why don't I get them all? I mean, you can't argue with Filament because some of them like the natural, this is anyway, so I have them all. And I was like, Joe, I will send you all the ones you don't have. So what's neat about the Filament Librarian is the only thing he wants is 1 meter of filament. That's it. He's not asking for a lot. And if you want help mailing it, he has a budget to help with postage. And the only thing he is asking for is, let me move my salt gun. I see, Chris, you missed it. I needed some. Yeah, there was some.
And that salt gun.
It's so funny. So Joe said this, and do not think you need this. He was like, these are the bags that I use. And I looked on Amazon and I'm like, that's 1,000 sandwich bags. But we are going to use them because I do like bulk. And so it seems a little silly, right? But what he wants you to do is to take your 1 meter of filament and put it in the bag. And then he wants you to put stuff on a piece of paper, and you can write it on a sticky note or whatever. And it's pretty simple. Like, who is the brand? What's the filament? What's the filament? What was the third thing? Who you are, right? Because he wants to give you credit. And then you can just do a bunch of them, nail them in. And the reason he wants them in bags is because if he gets like a whole bunch of filament in and it's really confusing and what's what, this is definitively separates them, right? And he reuses these guys. So I just think what he's doing is such a great thing. And even though these Polyalchemy Elixir filaments are no longer available, they may be someday with filament with Jesse. Anyway, I just love them.
Well, that's cool. So Printed Solid bought their extruders.
Yes.
So that's interesting. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay. So we got some people who know things in
yeah, they did. I remember that. Early 2020. Yes. I heard that and I was like, oh, this is great. So when I talked to them, let's see, shortly before they went under is not the right word. Shortly before they decided to sell the business out, I had sent them an email and I said, hey, I noticed that, because what was happening for me is that I love this stuff. So I would go on polyalchemy.com and I would order some stuff and I knew I was going to have international shipping, but I love this stuff. And I was like, it's worth it. It's okay. And
Right.
but then I did it and I was like, 0 shipping. That's odd. Well, I did order like 5 spools and then it showed up like 3 days later in a printed solid box. But at the time I didn't realize printed solid was fulfilling it. And so I was like, did I order? I didn't think I ordered printed solid. And so it was like this interesting thing. So printed solid was fulfilling for them. But I then emailed him or messaged him on the site at the owner. And I said, hey, I've got a question. So I noticed that I know it's COVID and everything's going on, but you only have a subset of your colors that are available to the US market. And you've got these new FX filaments, which are they're like the granite kind of line, right?
Right.
Right. And so it's hard to see, but they have like, it's really hard to see here, but they're kind of, and they had this new snazzy spool. Look at that sexy spool, right?
That's awesome.
That sexy
Woohoo.
spool that if you did anything even remotely, yeah, this is what happened to it. It just was like a total shatterfest. But I wanted these. I was like, I can't get them. And he said, here's what's going on. Oops. It's costing me $8 to $9 per spool to ship to the US. I can't. Nobody's going to pay it.
Yeah. Nobody's going to pay that. You're right.
That's where, and he just couldn't. It was too rough. So, all right. So, sorry.
No, that's cool. So we have, I think we've kind of gone through all those. Any questions you have, guys? We're getting close to moving over to TikTok. What are you laughing at?
Like Amazon delivered that spool. I think I dropped
That is
this.
pretty funny.
I think this was me. Yeah.
Possibly.
I think it was me.
Any questions? Anybody has anything for Courtney? I'm down here in the corner.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're all good. They come here to see you, not me. So
I'm so sorry. That was
I'm very
rude.
secure in myself being down there in the corner.
Bad. Okay, yeah, and also thank you guys for Asylum. My focus, as you know, is filament, but also 3D printing. I love pretty much everything 3D printing, and so I like talking about all kinds of topics. But you sort of aren't as. You like filament, but it's not your thing like it is mine.
Filament's not my thing. A lot of my stuff is just kind of helping people in their hobbies, or just I do a lot of 3D printing. Started kind of getting into some laser engraving. I paint stuff. I do photography. I have a couple of companies right now. I'm working with Cookie CAD, and making photos for their products to put on Amazon and everything. And so I'm kind of in a little bit different area in 3D printing that's not known real well, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy teaching people. I enjoy showing what I do. So if you're just kind of interested in seeing, my photography tips and tricks or tools and stuff that you can use for your creative processes, that type of stuff, I'm around. Asylum Life Makes, but I just like connecting people to others, which is one reason I really enjoy working with Courtney, because she likes connecting people together. And so we're just really good at finding our friends, getting them together and letting them go and create. So it's pretty awesome. Now, PABT.
I'm looking at it right now. I know that's what I was like. You talk. I'm looking at PBAT because.
Okay. Now it looks like BCN3D has some, from what I was looking at.
Yeah, BCN3D.
CF15 version.
That was one of Clock Spring's first printers. I remember him talking about that one and they still are making printers.
And so you can find it. What are the traits? Did you see any of the traits of that specifically? What is PABT? I see compostable and biodegradable. Now, RC Maniac, when they say compostable, are we talking about industrial compostability, or can you compost it at home? Because I compost a lot. I have chickens and all sorts of stuff like that, and so composting is very important to me. So I'm interested in that. Courtney does have a maker coin. Courtney's maker coin is actually tied with ClockSpring's maker coin. It's a free download. Where printables is where it is, or is it things?
Probably. Let me. Oh, now
I can't remember which site it's on.
I think he put it everywhere, but let me look.
Okay, but there is one. There's a ClockSpring and Filament.
Big, yeah.
I don't have one with me right now.
Printables.com.
So,
okay, let me look.
But now
let me look.
I will tell you a secret. If you see her at a show, like a Murph or a Murph or a Smurf, or she may have a few tucked back somewhere. She doesn't have a lot of them right now, but if you ask, she might have one to give you if you see her.
I have stickers. I have crazy.
She does have stickers.
Oh my gosh, I've been having the best time with stickers of guinea pigs because of Midjourney. I've been having so much fun with Midjourney, and I'll be like,
I know, right?
I'll be like steampunk guinea pig 3D printer. Like, well, that's weird. Steampunk guinea pig using a 3D printer, and because it'll try to turn a guinea pig into a 3D printer, you have to say the right thing. So I don't see. He's got the torture brawly and the torture toaster. Where did ClockSpring put it?
I know it was out there somewhere. But Alstrac, yeah, a lot of people in 3D printing, we learned 3D modeling just because there's some practical stuff, or some of the reasons we got into 3D printing was to be able to make things for ourselves. So a lot of people, while some are way more skilled than others, there are a lot of people in the 3D printing world that know a little bit about modeling at least. They can take care of the things that they want to do. Certified.
I shall find it.
So My Mini Factory is what they're saying. So it's Oak Springs My Mini Factory.
I'm looking at My Mini Factory. I don't see it though. I'm probably missing it. I'm
looking real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
CAD ain't easy, unfortunately. No, CAD is not, and it really depends on a lot of what you're trying to do. Are you trying to model per se, like organic type models? Are you trying to be kind of more on the engineer technical side of things? I use Fusion a lot. I don't do a lot of organic modeling. This is actually something I've been working on for my church. They use a lot of these little metal track light strips, and so I just created that, which will let you there's a mountable cable thing that plugs in here. And so I designed that in Fusion. Really, really simple thing that screws to clamp down so it doesn't come out. But you can come up with all sorts of things. Once you learn to design, the sky is the limit.
I have to say, it really is. Okay, let me type a message. Oh, let's see if that goes. Okay, that's a link to the free
Blender, yes,
filament that ClockSpring did. And I will have to tell you, this is the smaller version because he likes to do big things. And I was like, oh, this is great. We can do a filament fidget, and then this is, and it was like woo, and I went, woo, and I was like, oh, how am I going to print a lot of those? And then this is and so it has the F for Filament Stories on one side, and it has the ClockSpring logo on the other side, which I think was great because he did all the work. I was like, thank you for this. You did all the work. Anyway, and then he gave it away for free. What a guy.
I know, right? He's good at that. He is very good at that.
It's a little filament. It's just a little fidget thing. Wait. Fotis learned about 3D printing and got into it. I know Fotis is stuff, and every Fotis. Oh, Fotis his has such a talent.
Yeah,
we all have our own stuff. We all have our own like strengths, right? And each of us does. And Fotis, I can't imagine him like, I know he does this for hours and hours on end, sitting there doing his ZBrush stuff, and his wrist is hurting them because I know him from a social standpoint, which he is just the most gregarious, friendly guy. He's a nice guy. If you have not been to a rap festival, I don't know what you have. Wait, what? Are you raising your hand?
Oh, somebody was asking who's going to RMurf, and I was raising my hand. You keep going.
My current plan is RMurf, Smurf.
and the
Right.
other one.
Smurf, and then Rapid TCT, maybe, and Form Next,
Yeah.
and then I'll be broke.
I may go to
Um,
Rapid TCT. That's when I'm really,
I
really would like to go to that one.
Who's going to Arma? It seems like there are a bunch of people that are going. I don't know if you can look on the. I mean, they've done a really nice job of organizing it, so you can see who the vendors are, and it's their very first year of doing this, and they have done an excellent job of organizing. So I think it's going to be a pretty good. I mean, for a first year, yeah. Then you'll see us both. Yay! Yeah, we're going to be there.
Woohoo!
In
Awesome.
fact, in fact, I decided Smurfins in London. Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
Janice, so you're going to be there? It's called Excellophil EVO.
Let's see.
Whoa.
So they're doing the battle racers and the drag racers.
I'm looking that up.
What are you looking up?
Excellophil EVO.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I was trying to see. I'm not seeing. I was trying to see sponsors and stuff. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So right now, as far as makers, they have the Edge of Tech, 3D Printing Nerd, Coco Press, Fabrico,
Joel's going
Prusa.
to be there? I wasn't sure Joel's going to be there. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It has them on the website, so he may be
Wait,
sponsoring.
Fabrico is going to be there?
So they're on the now they're on the sponsors list. So that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be there, but you know how the sponsor thing goes. We got V1 Engineering, Voron, TH3D, Greengate 3D, Protopasta, Slice Engineering, Chris's Basement, Printed Solid, Lulzbot. Here.
Oh my gosh. There's so many exciting people. So this is the first time I'm on a group that gets together, and so I knew the organizers, and I thought, you know what, I want to support them, so I signed up to be a silver level sponsor, which is, I mean, you'll see if you look at the sponsors, they're like, oh, the sponsors, and then there's the little ones down in the bottom where they just have your name and there's no logo, and we're down there, but it came with a table, and so I was like, well, I don't need a table, and JC, you said get the table because it's a place to sit down, right? Yep. And then we can chat with people. So we'll have it. So I don't know how many chairs we can get. I'm hoping to get more chairs because chairs, I mean, it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we're going to be walking around. We're going to be walking around talking to people. You want to see the booths, you want to do that, but definitely want to make sure we have a place to rest and also see people. Definitely we'll be there. Hey, Jonas, when you go to Prague, sit there and watch that clock for me a little bit in the downtown square. Oh my gosh, that is an amazing clock. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, seek it out. It is beautiful. Frankfurt's a great city too.
Are you going to the Maker Faire? Oh, I wanted to go to the one in Prague. Oh, I wanted to go to that one, and I was like, I am going to. I don't know if my husband jumped into the stream. I don't know if he's here or not. But yeah. I was like, can I go to that? So he currently is on a ski trip. This will be his third ski trip this winter. And that is absolutely fine for me because that means I'm going to more rep festivals. We were doing, tit for tat, right? And so that's fine. But yeah, I mean, and I hope that he can join me. I think he's going to join me for IRF at least. I don't know if he can make MRF. It will depend if my daughter makes a national competition. So last year, my daughter made a national competition that is the same weekend. And there is a chance she will make it again this year in 5th grade. She made it in 4th grade last year. And I was like, well, I went last year. Can you take her? Anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. IRF. So we'll be at IRF as well. Britt. Yeah, come on by. We'll be there too. We're gonna, like we were saying, we're gonna hit all the RFs, the rep rap.
I'm hoping I can grab a couple extra chairs. If I can pay a cup, $20, $30 for an extra chair. I mean, right for that, it's so worth it. Because I was gonna see if I could get at MRF last year that I didn't make it to, where not everybody, where people got COVID. Some people got COVID. Was it Pooch? Was it Repcord that had a sofa and you could relax on? I don't remember.
I think it was I was at IRF. I didn't make it to MRF last year.
I didn't make it to Murph. So I don't remember if it was
So
Repcord or if it was glue.
it
3D
was
glue.
it was between, because they had their booth expanded
Yeah, they're side
Repcord
by
and
side.
Gloop.
Yeah.
So there was a couch and a bench and stuff like that. So it was a really good place. Hey, it's Grant, Mr. 3D Musketeers. How are you?
What's up, Grant?
Catching this just in time. We're about to head over to TikTok here and try to jump in. Murph, Critter 42. It'd be awesome to see you at Murph. The stars must align. Noise Sony. There you go. There you go. Pardon her while she takes out a fly. If you haven't seen her, if you haven't seen her salt gun, or as I like to call it, her assault gun.
My assault gun. Yeah.
Assault. Yeah.
Hey, Grant, how you doing? Wait, I didn't tell you? Oh, Grant, actually, I didn't tell me. It's okay.
I was letting him know we were heading over to TikTok. So.
Oh.
But
Grant's
I'm
one of
going
my
to go
favorite
up.
people.
I'm
if you're
going to pull
not
up my
following,
TikTok.
if you don't follow 3D Musketeers, it's a great place. And I would tell people this. It's Grant, like, if you want to know 3D printing, what's happening, Grant's all up in it. And
oh yeah, very much so.
Grant's
very,
all
very, very much so. I'm gonna put my headphones in real quick, and I'm actually going to start my TikTok early.
Oh crap! I don't know what to do.
I can get the room, so I'm just jumping into my phone, and I'm jumping into the TikToks, and got to make sure I'm on my headphones first.
I don't know how to do any of this.
A cat video. So I'll turn on my AirPods here, but y'all come in and join us over there. Like I said, you don't have to have an account to watch us live. You can just do tiktok.com/the@ and then Filament Stories or Asylum Life Makes, and we will be live. You just have to give us a minute before you get over there. And I am going to jump in and let Courtney sign us off. Courtney,
I'll sign you off. Okay, first of all, Grant, you are my hero. Grant is the sweetest thing, and I have tried to take up what Grant does. Anytime I follow on somebody else's live stream, I always try to say, don't forget to like guys, because that really makes a difference, right? And so look at Grant. You're the best, Grant. And then
thank you.
I have a question from Zerno. Did I see the new inland filaments? No. And I would be very interested to see the new inland filaments. I currently have an inland filament I'm waiting to do a video on that's a co-extrusion purple and gold that is just spot on. I'm really impressed with it. Stay here also. Many don't use to. Okay. Let me see if I can do that.
You can stay. You just have to put your phone up.
I can stay? Okay. Hold
on.
My
signal will get really, really bad, and people on TikTok.
Do I need to put earbuds in? Probably.
That's up to you. However you want to hear it.
Well,
ooh, shimmering pink glitter. That sounds fun.
Wait, pink glitter.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna mute me for a second and talk to Tik.
Okay, hold on. Shimmering filament, pink glitter. Oh, pink glitter. Oh my gosh. So, Pink Lemonade wanted a pink glitter. Oh man, their filaments have blown it out of the park. Dang it. I got to go over to Clock Spring. Okay, I'm not in here. Man, I'm so bad. Okay, so he's like, go live and then we'll be friends. And I don't know how to do this.
So are you live yet?
Oh, no. Am I okay? I'm going live. Now, when
you have
I go
live, and then I'm going to request you to come live with me if it will let me. We're going to figure this out. If not, I'll come over to your channel because everybody's here for you. We know that.
Oh, good gracious. Give me a break. I'll make a funny face at you. He's laughing. I'm just going to point this at you.
Don't point it at me. Point it at you. So
I'm pointing at both of us. Okay, so I want to go. I need to see this. At Clock Spring. And now, are you inviting me? What am I doing? Oh, dear friends.
I just invited you.
Oh, you accept. I see. But I need to.
Hey, there we go. You need to flip your camera around.
I know, right? I don't know how to do that.
Down at the bottom. There she goes. Hey guys, so we're going to try to hang out here. I don't know if this is going to work for me. I have horrible bandwidth, and so we'll see if that happens.
1 second, friends. Let me turn JC down because he's very loud. Okay. I know I'm in the wrong place.
There
I have to
I
flip
am.
the camera around. I don't see how to flip the camera around. Watch, hosts. This should not be so
All
hard.
right, guys. So Courtney, flip her camera around real quick. She's getting
I have
there.
no idea. I'll just gonna turn the phone backwards. I swear, it should be that. It should not be this hard to flip the phone around. Hi, friends on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out how to flip it around. Do you see it? Where is it?
That's what I'm trying. I'm looking
it?
right now. So
I
anybody know
don't
how to
see
turn
it.
this around? All the crazy tiki-takis going on.
I don't see it. My TikTok is weird. Like there are things that have never been on TikTok for me, but I don't want to mess with the account. Oh, now JC's hung. I'm just turning you guys around. Okay. Okay. Hey guys. Okay, so I need to go look at this. I want to go look at the I need to see this the spool the new things from Inland because they have had some really good filament lately. Let me know if you find it. I can't figure out how to swim myself around. Oh yeah, you're frozen on the. I'll just turn you off. Bye-bye. Okay. Bottom icon right, switch cameras. Bottom icon right, switch cameras. Internet, enhance, more. Support live. Why do I not see this? I know, but I'm looking at this. Bottom icon right. I have okay, I don't see the switch cameras. What am I missing is on your camera? Bottom icon right, switch cameras. Yes. Oh, thank you all. Okay, oopsie. Okay, I'm going to turn you back on the YouTubes.
Okay, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, now we're all back.
Got a
Hi,
little
guys.
bit of a steady
Okay.
stream. Woohoo!
So right
Hey,
now I'm
everybody.
trying to figure out. So there is information about new Inland filament that I was unaware about, and I need to find it and see pictures.
Okay. The twinkling purple. Britt has the twinkling purple
I love twinkling.
and purple. So let's see. Hey guys, come on in to TikTok. Say hey. Let us know where you're from. Let us know what's going on. And if you have any questions, we're just going to be answering some questions. I think one of the first topics we're going to talk about is joining Filament together. We were talking about that over on YouTube and everything, and the YouTube group is here as well. Now, Courtney, the trick here is you see your chat, I see my chat. They do not come together, so we have to field our own questions here, and so we'll just have to hang out and do that. But good to see everybody here. Thank y'all for jumping in. So we were talking about joining Filament, and we both had showed this, right? And so kind of need to know a little bit more about how this works. You're holding your head. What's going on?
I'm looking at a picture. I'm looking at the Inland filament.
Oh, okay. She's being occupied by Filament, everybody.
Well, I know.
joking.
Hold on. Zerno is showing me that there is some new filament from Inland.
Okay.
And I'm going to look. It's Shimmer PLA.
I haven't seen that one.
Hold on.
Ooh. Need to talk to Laura.
Is this like, oh, this is neat. Is this like, okay. Wow. I want Shimmer PLA. This reminds me a little bit of the, or maybe similar to the Filament, where they have, it's sort of like two tones in one.
Right.
Like the mystic, yeah, the mystic, whatever it is. Let me look at this one.
Okay. I gotcha. Are you seeing any chats on Restream? I'm not seeing anybody talking there. Hey guys, come on in and say hey.
I don't know.
Courtney and I
Because
are just
I'm
hanging out and talking. I know you are.
Let me get back. Let me get back to Restream. Okay. Wait, where am I talking?
Last thing I see is from Duff. I'm not seeing anything else.
Did I terminate Restream? I don't think I did.
I don't think so. I'm going to check it. YouTube's.
Okay, guys, let's see. Okay, thanks. Yeah, those are really, really pretty. Those listed. Okay. The twinkling purple. I mean, shimmer filament. So yeah, I want to look for this PBAT. I have a note to look up PBAT filament because I am not familiar with it.
Okay.
When I was looking, when I was at Formnext, hold on, PBAT. Let me take a note. When I was at Formnext, one of the things that I saw the BCN 3D filament or printers, and I took a picture of it and I sent it to ClockSpring and I said, "Oh, look, you know, they've got new filament or new printers." Sorry, I keep saying the word filament.
Okay.
And he said, "Oh, because that was one of the printers that he started with," and he said, "Are they still using 3mm or 2.75?" And I'm like, "They can't. No way. Who would be having a new printer come out with that?" And I walked back around and I was like, "Yeah, they do. Their printers still use the 2.85. Yeah."
Hey, Bramble Star, Tony, thanks for letting us know you're here. We're just we're hanging out. We're over on TikTok as well. If you have a TikTok account, you can jump in over there. I have nobody on my TikTok channel. How many do you have?
9. Hello, people on TikTok. Wait a minute.
Hey,
Hold
9.
on. Can you see the people on TikTok? Oh my goodness.
I cannot see the people on your TikTok. I can't see your
Hello,
TikTok.
people.
So, hello, Luke. How's it going? Good to see you.
Hey.
You
Oh my gosh, I feel terrible. I haven't even said hi.
How's your day been?
No, Asylum is not Phil Collins. Are you Phil Collins?
I love Phil Collins, though. I do
really like Phil Collins. Do you guys think?
I'm not.
Do you guys think he? Hey, Luke. JC, I
Maybe
see
an
Luke
old
again.
Phil Collins. Yes, you know who Luke is.
I recognize from the last name. I'm guessing PBAT. PBAT. It was just a guess, but okay. We're talking about. Okay, who knows about PBAT? PBAT. What is going on here? Anyone know if Coex 3D isn't still up and running? Oh, I thought Coex 3D is.
I thought they were.
I thought Coex 3D. Yeah, just the other. I mean, recently we were like looking at all the filament companies. Hi, Luke. This is, by the way, just so you guys know, this is very freaky. So I'm over here on this computer on YouTube, Facebook, another YouTube, and another Facebook. Anyway, YouTube and Facebook. Two YouTube. Am I on 2 YouTubes? Oh, okay. 2 Twitches. That's crazy. And then I'm over here on TikTok.
And then TikTok. And 2 TikTok channels.
I know. There is, my brain is going to be like, woo, it's just like running a lot of printers at once. Okay.
Yeah. Now their website's still up. They've got free shipping right now. Everything looks fine at their website. So
I'm really excited about those filaments.
Good. Yeah, I need to talk to some people and find out why those aren't around.
Yeah. So right now we have a thing, and JC and I, or Asylum and I have been talking about. So we are doing some work with Inland/Micro Center, and we did a video, and we're like ready to put the video out. And I go to look because when we do something, we want to link the filament. We can't find it. Yeah. I'm like, okay, they have all of these, but only they're not available. And what's going on? Do we need to find out if they're available? And then I went to look for it, and it took a little while to figure out that the way, because I don't have a Micro Center near me. And let me tell you, I would love to have a Micro Center near me because I just to go in and to see all the filament. It would be really fun. And I need some filament at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. and I could go get it. So, but yeah, so it looked like they were out of so much. And then I went on Amazon, and guess what? All of the inland filaments were available. And I'm like, why are they not available on Micro Center, but they are available on Amazon? And then what we
Right.
dove down and you found out is that if you are, because there's what stock is in the individual stores, because it's a merchant that you can go to, and then the other option
Right.
is there is you want mailed, and so there is an extra store kind of like Amazon that's you want mailed, and so that was what we were missing. And so once we figured it out, we were like, oh, because what Micro Center was doing was saying, I know where you are because you've given us your zip code, and
Exactly.
oh, I'm so sorry, we don't have any in stock.
Right.
But
For
once we
that
figured it out,
store.
okay.
Yeah. So Bramble Star, good question.
Yeah.
And we get that question a lot about just kind of the best printer. Let me just kind of say this. I generally ask questions first. You know, so we know your budget, so $500. What are you wanting to do with the printer? What type of material are you going to want to print, and what size are you going to want to print? Because there's a couple of different things that you have to answer there, because there are some decent large format ones. There's some good smaller format ones. And so there's kind of a range in there. So what are you looking at printing? That's the first question. What type of thing are you wanting to print? Answer that, and then I'll continue with my questioning. Everybody keep asking your questions. Let us know. We're going to try to get to all of them. It's good to see everybody hanging out tonight. That's really, really exciting. We enjoy just kind of chatting and hanging out. I'm drinking my Kool-Aid.
I'm drinking my beer, but I have too many platforms. By the way, Indecisive Squirrel, thanks, Indecisive Squirrel. Thank you for the rose. A 6-hour drive. Okay, yeah, a 6-hour drive. I think it might be that or more for me, but honestly, someday I would just like to take the trip just to see, because I mean, even Angus Devison, right? He is in Australia, and he has them as a sponsor, which is great, because he's saying, hey, Angus Devison, Maker's Muse.
Okay.
He has done multiple videos with Micro Center as the sponsor, because he has a significant portion of his audience in the US. By the way, he just hit 1 million subscribers. Well, not just a couple months ago, but I was really excited for him, because he's one of the first people I started following with 3D printing. His videos are very informative. He is always spot on. And he did a lot of reviews back in the day, right? And so that's something I think historically, when I was looking to get our first 3D printer, the options weren't so intimidating. There's so many options nowadays.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Bramble Star continuation. Bramble Star is going to be printing PLA, articulated models, and already has a Bamboo X1 and an Ender 3 Pro. So in your opinion, what do you think for under $500 would be a good printer? I won't say the best, because there's, but what would you suggest? I mean, there's the Soval.
Let me look up something.
Okay, I'll be quiet then.
No, you talk. I can do that while you talk.
I know there's some good Soval stuff out there. Been really, really good reviews on that. It sounds like, based on the machines that you have, you've got certain size areas that you can print in. If you wanted to expand, you could look at the Elegoo Max or the Anycubic Cobra Max. Those are 400 by 400s. We'll print a little bit larger for you, but they're very good printers. Depending on if you wanted, the Ender, you have a lot of people love those Ender 3s, the Ender 3 Pros. I don't think there's anything wrong, as long as you feel comfortable getting those to the level of what you want to print. I don't do a lot of Creality. I've tried Creality once and didn't have much luck with it myself. I'm not saying everybody has that experience. I like the Prusa Mini. Of course, 3 of my printers are Prusas, and then I have the Cobra Max. So those are the ones I have experience with. Would there be any of the Vorons? Is there anything for under 500, like in the Voron level, that you can build? No. I think most of those are 1,000 above, aren't they?
The 0.1, I have the 0.1 right back that way. I don't use mine that much. Small. Yeah, or is it?
Yeah,
Oh, I can't because again, yeah, it's that way. It's there, and it's a neat little machine. It was an excellent learning experience to do the building the Voron. It was the exercise in frustration with blind nuts, but yeah, it's
right.
a very tiny printer, and I know Nero has said that because I was building the 2.4 at the point that the 0.1 kit came out, and I was like, "Ooh, another kit!" And I said,
Hey,
"Clocksmith was like, ooh, another kit," and we like decided to get the 0.1 kits because we weren't done with the 2.4 kits. Why not? Anyway, and then it was like he was like, "Oh, I'm doing this zero," and I'm like, "How far are you ahead?" And I was like, "Dang it, Chris, we got to get going." He's doing the, and he was like, "Is this a race?" And I'm like, "No, but he's ahead. I got to catch up." Anyway, so the 0.1 is a great little printer, but you need to have small bill volume. I think the 2.4
yeah.
is much more reasonable. But anyway, but
Anyway,
for the price, so I was looking at that too. I think the Sobel SV1 and the Cobra Max, because you've got multicolor and you have fast, right? So with the
right,
X1 Carbon, so you've
right.
got a lot of capability with that. So I would think you may want to go with bill volume would be the
Yeah,
next thing. It's not going to be the fastest, but yeah, that's what I would
yeah,
do. I'm interested in the Sobel SV1 is really interesting.
yeah. I've
It's
seen a lot of
getting
good stuff about it. I,
a lot of people are saying that's the next printer. That's the one to go
I
for.
got Indecisive Squirrel. He came over to my channel and gave me a rose too. Hey, speaking of
He
Indecisive
gave you
Squirrel,
a rose. He's so sweet.
do you have the fidget close by?
Oh, yeah, where is it?
Hold up, Squirrel,
I
are you still
do.
here? Indecisive Squirrel, are you still here?
I do. Hold on. Where did we put it?
Don't leave. Um, but
Don't
yeah, so
go.
those
They're
would
right
be.
here.
So Brit enjoys the Elegoo Neptune 3. So there you go. There's a lot of good printers out there nowadays. There's some that on the lower end that you're going to have to
Put
do a
them.
few things to get to kind of the where at least I would have to do a few things to them to get to the level of printing that I want. There's some that you can buy that are a good level. So just kind of look around, see what's there. I know you're asking questions. That's good stuff. Asking questions is important. Um, Thank you for the follow, guys.
The
I'm excited about that. All
So
right.
yeah, the reason that yeah, I haven't. The reason that I'm saying the because there are other printers that are like great, but I'm looking for what you might be missing out on that you could have. Yeah, check this
Right.
out.
Exactly.
So these are fidgets from Indecisive Squirrel, right? So look at these.
Yeah.
These are beautiful, right? Okay, so they're fidgets. So of course, when you do it like this, you can spin it, and it's printed in. And actually, this is in an inland PLA. It's a co-extrusion, right? So you get gold, 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 and then or purple, purple, gold, gold, gold. But look at look at the design on this one. Look at the design on that. Isn't that great? The
Yeah,
flame.
that is a really good design.
Yeah, and this is the 3-spot. So, and this is how you print it, right? So this is
Right.
how.
Yep.
Let me get angled to the camera. Oh, and
There
you
you
guys
go.
over
You
here,
got it.
hold on. Hi guys on
That's
TikTok. Okay, I'm gonna do one. TikTok friends, and okay. So what you have is you have the center part that's missing, and you're gonna add the ball bearings in there, and it's actually quite easy. You have if I can get them, 1 piece,
yeah.
2 piece, right? You have, hold on, I'll get it. I can't grab
Everybody
it.
loves Matter Hacker's
Mhm.
quantum dual extrusion.
Right.
Everybody
So
loves
yeah,
that one.
so I threw it across the room, right? And so you have basically 2 things, and they're going to screw together. Just pretend like I can hold stuff because I'm going to
Yes.
have to pretend,
I'm
right? And
thinking
so
hard.
yeah, thinking hard. So yeah, oh, anyway, you're gonna do my hair. Okay, anyway,
So
you're gonna screw these together. But I can show you what it looks like. So, right? Do you see this bit in the center there? Right. That's the bit that I couldn't hold because it was very tiny. See the bit right in the center here? So
woohoo.
you're
Yep.
going to lay it down and you're going to get some of these handy dandy. What are these? 8 mil or 6 mil?
They're
7.2
three
mil?
they're 3/8.
Oh, it's
Another 3/8.
3/8. Three
Yeah.
eighths inch, right? 3/8 inch ball bearings, right? And it's just, and it spins really nicely. And there's a whole bunch of them in one pack. And so some of them have, you know, sort of a standard little doohickey. And you've got, I don't know, he's got like 3s and 4s and 5s. And I like this one. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a
look at
couple of
that.
different ones. And this is the Indecisive
And
Squirrel, guys. If you're looking for it,
yeah,
Courtney's actually going to do a short on this here soon,
I have a
talking about
short
the
coming up.
filament.
Yeah.
And
so,
but
yeah, there it is right here. I just love this. I mean, the flame design is just, there's something about
yeah,
that that's so nice,
it looks really
right?
nice. It really
And
does.
it has nothing to do with the functionality, but that a lot of things that make a model exciting and interesting has nothing to do with the functionality of the model, right?
Right.
Which has to do with the
Right.
artistic implementation. And I love this flame design.
Yeah.
So yes,
And you can
this will
find
be
those over
and
on
this
Cults
is fun.
3D. Cults 3D.
Oops, I dropped it.
All right, any more questions? Let's see. Quantum
I
PLA.
know. Is
So
there
we
anything
talked
going on?
about
Quantum PLA. Yeah.
the dual
Quantum PLA.
extrusion,
So
quantum dual extrusion.
wait, what was the question? Is it a thing?
That's
It's a
just
thing.
someone likes Bramble Star likes the
Yeah.
Matter Hackers quantum dual extrusion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was
No, the
asking
quantum.
your opinion.
I like it. It's nice. It's nice. I have and the RC Maniac is correct. It's not the Matter Hackers is not the producer of that, but Matter Hackers is getting very good quality. It's from a big manufacturer behind the scenes, and it is high quality because that manufacturer produces a huge amount of filament out there in the world, and that's okay. I mean, that's what I always tell people. Like, one of the things with the filament database was, and when I go to Amazon and I'm like, I've never heard of OVVQ3D, and I don't know why some of these company names or what they are, you know, we get then like, we go from one, like American Filament, and I'm like, that's great, but American filament, right? And so it's hard to
Right.
right? You get confusing because the name of the company is part of the descriptive, and then you have other things where you've got GNV, TNTP, and we're all like, how can we remember that, and what in the world does it mean? So we go back and forth, but yeah, it's a good filament, and a lot of companies are using it.
Okay.
And I think, I mean, yeah, they've got really good quality. And that there are other companies that later came out with co-extrusion and tri-extrusion, and their accuracy was not as good. So let me see if I got this right here. I have an example. I can show an example because I have it right down here.
Yeah, while she's looking, y'all ask other questions. Let us know what you want to know about. We will talk about joining this filament. We still got to talk about this little thing.
Oh, you're going to, I'm sorry, I've been rambling. Okay.
You're fine.
So I am not going to mention what other filament this is because, okay, so let's show this. This one is pretty easy to see. So this is a co-extrusion, and I think you can see here. So it's blue, and I'll come back to you TikTok folks, right? And then can you see the stripes here? It's stripy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not doing a great job of consistently transitioning to the grain. So like over
that's
here,
where
TikTok post,
the filament twists in the, or are you talking, no, this is a transition.
Or it's just the accuracy of how it's produced. So see how it's got these like little stripes along here? It's just not quite as accurate, right? And you get the same thing here. You can just sort of see, oh, it might not show up as well on this. It might not show up well on there. So this filament, they've gotten so much better. Oh, wait, here. Can you see how that's blue-green? Oh, yeah, you can see that. See how that blue-green is just really inconsistent? You shouldn't have that. So let's look at this camera.
Yeah.
See how that blue-green is? So that it shouldn't ideally be like that. Look at this, though. Come over here. Look at how that goes purple, 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 and then it perfectly goes to gold. It's very consistent. That's great. Right? Let's go over here to the YouTube folks. Okay. So see how, let me get focused. Pretty. Gold, and then see how it perfectly goes to the purple. Am I in that? I gotta get in the right spot.
You're there.
Right. It's just very accurate. So this is where they're, I mean, keep in mind that what is it? So you said November. So let's go October. We're a year and a half since co-extrusion like sort of was out on the marketplace. Because I think it was like, I remember November of 2021. And I was like, what? And I remember buying every single one that 3D Jake was the first company I saw that had it. And they had 6 different colors or 6 different mixes of 2 colors. And I was like, every single one of them, ship it United to the United States. I don't care. And because it was so much, I got free shipping and I was like, yay, this was expensive. Yay. But I was like, I must have this magic. So,
okay.
Anyway,
so now someone has asked about your top.
This top?
Yes, someone has asked about it. Yep. So what is it? Is that like leather? It's leather?
It's leather, isn't it? I think it's leather. Okay. I mean, it might be, you know what? It might be artificial. I bet it's artificial. I bet it's artificial. I'm thinking that now because like this part is really nice and soft and fuzzy. It's got to be artificial. I was like, oh, it's leather. And then I thought about it and I'm like, no, it's not. It's too good to be true. Yeah, I think it's just a leather thing.
Okay. All right. So I hope that answers the question that
yeah, I thought I was like all thinking it was like, oh, special. And then I thought about it. I'm like, no, it wasn't. Okay, wait. The only quantum you don't like is the purple pink. Purple pink. There's a couple of them I don't like just because I think that okay, because the secondary color, like they'll put white with another color and the white gets just completely blown out by the second color.
Right. Yeah.
But other than that, they're all fine. And Asylum, we have been very rude and not letting you talk about your joinery, his joinery.
My joinery. Oh.
Yeah, well, your filament joinery. Hold on, I have a laptop that died.
Okay.
Oh, I see it died because this thing came off of it.
Courtney's going to explain how this little thing works for us. We were talking about and we're still on YouTube and everything, but so this is a filament joiner.
People on YouTube said, no, don't leave us. Okay.
And so we stuck with YouTube and went over to TikTok, and I cannot believe it's actually working for me. I expected my entire network. I'm both places, so I'm excited. So yeah, explain this.
You look on TikTok, okay, there's something going on, JC, because
I know, TikTok,
you're right. Look at this. You're fine. Look, you're fine.
It looks fuzzy to me from here.
No, but you're fine. You look completely fine.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Here, you look terrible.
Yeah,
something.
The YouTube's doesn't like me.
YouTube doesn't like you.
So these little bolts come loose. And this kind of open up. So I guess let you set your width.
Where's mine?
So it doesn't really let you move too much. So I think you just kind of, I need a piece of filament.
All right, hold on. I'm going to do mine at the same time because you're hard to see.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's why I want you to talk about it.
You can do it on TikTok. Yeah. So
I'll do it on TikTok and you can do it. So let me grab a filament. I'll be right back.
I'm going to get some filament. Entertain yourselves. Okay. Filament. All right. Look at this. I found filament. I get my container of little filament ends.
What have you got? I've got Cookie Cat Stardust.
I don't know. I got a bunch of junk.
I love this new Stardust.
Yeah, no, the Stardust is nice. I just got a bunch of little things.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mimic
blending stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to complain about this model. This model right here makes me really hungry all the time. This model. I have to take issue with Clockspring. No more delicious models.
We have gotten so many questions about that model.
Oh, I love that model. So, while I'm putting my stuff back down, the palette. There are some things that the palette is not maybe as adept at doing as the bamboo potentially is. But one of the things that the palette does an excellent job is, like you were talking about, splicing together the ends of spools. You know, I've got a
Right.
bunch, I don't know, I've got 3 meters here and 8 meters here, and I can splice them together. And it does a really good job of that. But it also does a good job of just making patterns. So where is this?
I gotcha. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm gonna experiment with is just kind of putting stuff together. And so I've
this
got
is
the
a little, this is a little, I don't know. It's you unscrew the top, right? And it's just, but look, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? You just did
that
sort of
model.
a pattern, right? Yeah, you just tell
Yes.
it, you can tell it, I think this might be random. It looks kind of random. Just go
Okay.
and do random segments, and it's fun. So the palette is good with that. Okay, so now you're ready to splice?
Yes. Yes.
Splice, splice, baby.
So
All
I don't
right.
have things to apparently I'm frozen over on YouTube.
Did you? No, you're moving on my screen.
Okay.
So
I have people who care about me letting me know.
I saw you move. So yeah. The area that you want to get hot is this area that has the white in it, right? Right. This area with the white kind of stuff that you would have in a furnace, whatever that.
It's like a ceramic, basically.
Yeah, it's like a ceramic stuff, only it's softer. Right, maybe. But so you want to get 2 pieces in here.
Mm-hmm. So I've only got 1 piece, so
I'm trying to remember, what are we holding on to so it's heating up? Because this looks like it's going to be very hot.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like you need a table clamp or something to hold on to this while you're heating things up.
Yeah. And then how did I do this? I did this before because you have let's see, get the other piece. And I'm in a bit of a bad position because I don't remember what's PLA and what's not PLA in here.
Nah.
I'm just going to assume it's PLA.
Okay, so that's interesting.
Look like PLA. Okay.
The diameter weed whacker cord we are working with is 1.75.
Oh, weed whacker. Yeah. The diameter weed whacker. Stefan Herrmann did a video where he was like, okay, weed whacker is 1.75. Can I print with it? Yeah. And it was neat. I think it was Stefan. Yeah. It was Stefan, wasn't it?
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah, and he did that. And I was like, wow. So I've used that as something because people have a concept of that. They have no concept of anything with 3D printing. And I'll say, so, weed whacker, and it has that little thing that spins around, right? Okay, that is a filament that's plastic. And it's, used up over time. And that's very much like what we print with. We just kind of take weed whacker stuff. It's just prettier colors. That gives people a good idea.
So that's cool. So you heat up that little silver part.
So you heat up what?
So you're heating up this little metal part. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
You're heating that up, and that transfers over to what makes me think the metal.
Yeah, you're going to slide it back and forth in here because you're trying to smash it together, right?
Right.
You're trying to smash it together.
Now, do you cut it at an angle?
You can, but if you cut one at an angle and then the other one at a complementary angle, then you have to have them at the same rotational, right? Or it's gonna. So I just don't. I have an idea. I want to see if I can do it, but I'm not going to worry about it being an actual useful splice. So.
Yeah.
Did I mention earlier that Brock's has come out because they have Easter eggs, but they have spiced jelly beans, and I like spice drops, which are like gumdrops, but it's the same flavors. Yeah. I'm in trouble.
Hey, Luke,
whole bag.
We're making a YouTube video on how this works. We don't have to watch one. We're going to pretend we know and make a video on it and post it on YouTube.
There's a lady, Luke, that does this. putting some really pretty filament into the weed whacker. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be such a great idea. You know what? That would be a really good video. Wow.
That would be kind of funny. Need to do that one.
I wonder
And
what
be sure
material,
to tag them.
Yeah. I wonder what
Pet
filament.
G.
I mean, what? Yeah, is it Pet G? You think?
I think Pet G would work.
It wouldn't be PLA. It'd like break apart.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
April
So
1
Ray,
video. That's a good idea. April 1st video is putting filament in your weed whacker.
Oh,
That's
I
an
need to-
awesome
I don't have a weed
idea.
whacker. No, that's a really good idea. Are you doing it? You can own it. You have the idea.
No, that was
Hey.
actually original Zerno that had the.
Oh,
or
Zerno, you
Zern
need to do
Zero.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna do
Mini
it
eggs.
too.
Oh my gosh. I'm
I love
terrible.
mini eggs. Those
I
little
told
robin
my
eggs and
daughter,
stuff.
she was like, Mom, can you take me to the drugstore? Why?
Hey Grayson, I'm in Mom's room. Can you please get me a guinea piggy?
Did you hear that?
That's funny. I did.
That was my daughter asking my son to get her a guinea pig. I don't know where she is and why she needs him to bring her a guinea pig, but you know, it's this house. Who knows what this house is? Oh my gosh. Elixir into oh my gosh, elixir into a weed whacker. Oh, I would be willing. I would be willing.
That's a waste. That's a waste.
I
isn't it?
know.
Elixir?
But think about how we would be honoring the weeds.
Yeah, that's true.
I would
That is
put,
true.
I would put one of the ones I didn't like as much. Like,
I think like a translucent Pet G would be good to put in your weed whacker.
Grayson, can you please get me a guinea piggy? I'm in Mom's room.
oh, she's asking my son to get her a guinea pig because she's in my room, or our room. My husband's out of town. Apparently, what is she doing in her room? You know what she's doing? She's listening to an audiobook. I know what she's doing.
Oh, I got
She's
you.
tracked out. She's out of school for 3 weeks. Her last year. So, I'm in North Carolina, and they came up with this thing called, year-round schools. And in theory, it's a really good idea. So, you would go to school, and you go to school, and then you have the 3 months of summer off, right?
Right.
So, I'm
right.
in the South, and it's quite hot, and we didn't have air conditioning in most of the schools because we were out all summer. And so, as time went on, and as population increased, they thought, "What can we do to change this?" And thought, "Wait a minute, if we could utilize those summer months, that would be great." But how do you can't educate like another chunk of you can't educate another class in those 3 months. So what they did was they are getting 25% more students in the school by having 4 different tracks. And so everybody is in for 9 weeks and then out for 3. And so you get 3, 6, 9, 12. And so it's 4 tracks. And so every 3 weeks, 1 track rolls off and 1 track rolls in, and they go year round. And so she has her biggest break on the winter holiday into January is her big break because she has most of January. She's got the closest to the traditional calendar. But my son is on traditional calendar. So anyway, I'm sorry, you were going to do the thing. I'm almost done. Anyway,
no,
so
you're
this is
good.
her last. This is her last year. But this is her last year and her last break until she graduates from elementary school to middle school.
So we have an exit strategy. Someone has offered an exit strategy. We would never have to work again a day in our lives. Guinea pig on demand.
That
You
would
call up.
my children would pay money for that. They would spend all of their money if you could bring them the guinea pig. But not only that, take the guinea pig away because they're really excited about the guinea pig. But then the guinea pig gets nippy because these guinea pigs can totally do serious damage. They've got some massive teeth and they can cut through wood. But they go nibble, 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 and it's very sweet. They want to let you know I'm needing to go back to the cage because I have to go to the bathroom. And if you don't respect that, they go nibble, 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 and those get a little harder, which is nice.
Yeah.
But
that would be cool. So like the lawn
That'll be
mowing goats, the companies that rent out the goats to come mow your yard.
Yeah.
You could
have
bring a
80
village.
guinea pigs.
That's what I was going to say. You could bring a village of guinea pigs to somebody's house and put them in the backyard. That would be awesome. Oh.
Okay, I'm bringing out the thing.
Okay, I was wondering.
I
I've
don't know
never
how to
seen
do
under
this.
that cabinet before.
You were here. Why didn't you look?
I'm not nosy.
The slaves.
I just didn't think about looking in there.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I can't remember if I bought this or Chris bought this. So my husband came in earlier, but then he disappeared. I don't know. It was something I called. And he was like, "Well, I'm going to the hot tub," and I was like, "Damn you! See you later."
Out hitting the slopes.
I do like a hot tub. I'm fond of. Okay, so let me see. I'm just trying to figure out how I can hold this so I can heat it up.
You don't have like just a kind of a clamp to set that sets on the desktop? Is that the only one you have? Mine's buried in a drawer
I don't
right
know.
now.
This one came to mind. What are you thinking
Okay,
about?
it works.
Yours is probably
Nope,
a
that
better
works.
idea. No, I bet. I mean, this might. I might. Show me what you're
No, as
thinking.
long as I don't mind buried in a drawer over there, so I'm not gonna go digging. But just one, they have the ones that sit on the desk that you screw and it would hold it up vertically. But that works. Go. We're watching.
I bet there's a 3D print for that, huh?
Oh, there are. There's plenty of them. Plenty of them.
Oh my gosh, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Okay, let me do this, and then I'm going to talk about the Holy Grail. Wait a minute. Pull this
Yeah,
back.
I feel like
here.
no matter what you do, you need 3 hands or a candle.
Yeah. Oh, it's already smushing. Oh,
Okay.
hold on. I've lost it. You're right. I need another hand.
Yeah,
Go
I
in
just
there.
feel
Go
like
in
you
there.
need
Right.
3 hands.
Oh dear. Okay, well that didn't work well.
So this is YouTube video 1, how not to do. Okay, so
I can't
cut.
get it out.
Cut.
I can't get it out. Look. It's like blobbed up in there. See that?
Don't touch the screws yet.
Okay. Don't touch the screws. So what was I going to tell you all about? I had a story about something. Guinea pig delivering. No, what was it I was going to tell you? I felt very excited about. I was like, I'll tell you a story. Ray, what was it? Man, Ray and I are good friends from back in the day. I'm so excited. Ray, am I going to get to see you? I'm going out there to that Denver zone. Denverland. Dang it. I was
So you could you could almost do like Uber or, one of those things where you rent out your own pet. I like that idea. But I do have to agree, you might not be able to get them back. I feel like people would keep them and run away. Oh, I like this pet.
They're like, this is such a cute guinea pig. Unless they were like a mean guinea pig. And ours are pretty nice. We have one that is very, very timid, and the other one who's just got big balls. And I mean physically and personality-wise. I don't know what it is, but there is some junk under the. I mean, the back side of those guinea pigs is like all junk. Just like, whew. You know what I mean? You've seen it. It's pretty.
I do.
I know. And then they're like, do, and then they go. It's called rumble strutting, and that's actually they are rumbling and strutting, and it is the funniest thing. I can't get it. Oh, this is so. I want to see this thing that you have that you connect to your desktop that is so perfectly aligned that you can't find because you put it in a drawer.
It's in a drawer, and I'm not gonna.
What's that back there?
And unbury it. What that back there?
We didn't do a.
I was going to show you.
We didn't do a very good job of that because you were like, "What's that?" And then I was like, "And these 17 things are." Ooh, what is that?
I know. Well, it's funny. Like the first time to use the 4 rules, and we did not do the 4.
No, we didn't. We suck. We suck.
I have been laser engraving. I'm going to show these off while you're doing that. I'm going to show this to the YouTubes and the Twitches and the Facebookies. So I've been doing some laser engraving, and now to the tiki-takis. It's been a lot of fun. I have a SculptFun S30 Pro Max. Now, I don't know if you can tell what that is. TikTok will probably have a better chance of telling what that is versus the YouTubes because I am
we did a
all
video.
fuzzy.
We did a video on it while you were here, and I felt like a third of the video was me saying, "This is a sculpt fun, throw pretty V3 Max plus zigzag, whatever."
I know, right?
I know.
know.
I was like, how complicated can they make? But then, I mean, not that we can talk. Oh, look, there's our logo. Not that we can talk because Prusa sort of did that. They were like, it's the Prusa Mark III.
Yeah.
And then it's the Mark III S. And then it's the Mark III S Plus.
I could use the laser to splice the filament. That's a good idea. Oh, I'll have to try that sometime. I have to. Misfit Printing's been cooking cookies on her print bed. Maybe I will.
I think that's genius.
Splice filament together using a laser. That'll be fun. But yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun. I've got a lot of other stuff I'm going to be doing here soon. This is actually what's the website? Geekbuying.com.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Geekbuying.com.
They sent us the laser, and so we've been playing with it. I actually bought some metal and some other layered cardboard and stuff to work on. So I'm gonna try some different materials. And then I'll have plexiglass coming as well. So I'm excited about that. A Pokemon. Andy Gunn wants you to print a Pokemon, and they will buy it.
I should do a Pokemon. I have, I
Jersey
cannot.
style.
I cannot bind these two.
She is splicing filament for those who are just coming in.
No, I am attempting to splice filament. No filament has yet been spliced because. So you would not think that the flame would be that hot, like that fast, but it is. Okay, what? So here we go. By the way, I've got my. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
We're watching. Everybody, watch close. Don't make her nervous.
I'm not nervous. I just am bad at this.
Just stare at her.
So.
She's gonna make it.
Okay, now wait. Oh no, go in there. Oh, just terrible. I screwed it up again.
Yes. Now let's see
if it's fun.
That's real television right there. That's real television.
And again,
y'all are seeing it live, folks.
In here, I can't get it.
This is real. We don't make these things up.
I love this tool.
I could tell. So yeah, I'm gonna have to practice with it off screen. So maybe that's the challenge for next month. We see who can splice the fastest with this on camera. We should do that.
Who can splice? Period.
Yeah, that would be fun. You gonna try it again?
I was working with like two. Well, I mean, maybe I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I would not say to give it. I must be doing something. I think that it needs more heat than it does, because really it takes a good while to heat up a printer.
I feel like you want to heat it up first, then put the filament into the ceramic area, and then start moving it back and forth. So don't put the filament in, heat it up, then put them both in and move it back and forth and see if that works.
Is there a reason you waited to tell me that until now? I mean,
oh, heck yeah.
You told me that a while before. You're my favorite person to live stream with.
This is why we do it, folks. Just for you.
Okay.
No, so you keep doing that.
What I'm going to do is, when I get this done, the really exciting part is that I'm going to have been spliced this piece with this piece, which will not be long enough to even do anything. But okay, that's fine. This is fine. So I like your idea of heating it up and then putting the filament in.
Now, Ray is saying it's an insulator, not a conductor. So
this thing?
So that's
He's
ceramic
probably right.
We're
Ray
would
know. Yeah, Ray would know.
So
this is Ray's area of expertise.
So maybe, yeah. Let's see what happens. And while you're doing that, I've got my guitar parts. I got the neck for my guitar. I'm so excited. Um, so I'm actually going to be printing the if you watch the Prusa blog, Prusa did a blog about a guitar, and I've been wanting to. I work with a lot of musicians, and I've been wanting to print some different stuff for them. I've made a bunch of people guitar picks, and we're actually going to start selling some guitar picks on Amazon here soon. But I wanted to try my hand at starting to print some guitars, do some custom work. And so I'm going for the Prusa guitar that they did. I'm going to print that first. Yep, the Prusa caster. That's the one. And so I just got everything in. I'm so excited about it. And I've got right now I'm working with some cookie CAD filament. And once I finish all of the photos and stuff, I am going to use, if you've looked at the filament, there's the Stardust and the Witchcraft filament from Cookie CAD. I'm going to use those for the guitar. And then I'm trying to pick one more color to go with it. But now this kit is pretty neat. This kit costs you about $80. And it comes with the strings. It comes with everything that you need as far as the pickups and everything. You get the neck. See, there's the plate with one pickup in it. Now, eventually, I'll probably try and see if I can update the pickups to something a little different. And then what's really neat is you also get the body. And so I have the body back here. I won't be using the body, but if you ever want to do anything, you can actually trace the body out. And so that's the actual guitar body if I wanted to put this kit together. So it's a nice little body. So you could actually, when I start looking at other things, trying to figure out where to place wires and pickups, this is kind of a great place to start. And then I'll start working my way through some other guitars. My goal is to build, I'm really good friends with a bass player. And so the goal is to build a bass. That one will be hard.
Janice, that Prusa caster that they had at Formnext was gorgeous. It was so beautiful. Yeah. I mean, it was hanging on the wall, and I saw it. And I think Formnext was just massive in a way that I haven't seen massive before. I mean, I haven't been to a CES here in the US, but it was just so many different halls that were all huge. And Luke says he's going to paint it for you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, that Prusa caster, it was just beautifully printed. But Nicholas does some great stuff.
Yeah,
he's such
Nicholas
a fun guy.
Does a really good
I mean,
job.
I don't really know him, but he just seems like a happy person. I have given up. I am going to let you take the next.
Okay, hand it to me.
Yeah. Here you go.
All right, thank you.
There you go. Okay, there you go. So you can figure that out. It didn't like me.
I'll figure it out. I'll play with it. Yeah, I'm probably going to be sitting here all night tonight going.
I'm seeing, the lady who does it in the video that I saw, it looked very easy for her to do. But I think, once you get where the heat has to be and not has to be, because I would get it and then I would start pushing, but I had too much heat on one side and it would buckle outside of that area that, what did Ray call it? Anyway.
I wonder if you could,
anyway.
I wonder if you could attach like a soldering iron or something to the area that needs to be heated, because my soldering iron has a dial. Maybe I can build something because I think you'd want to regulate the temperature pretty decently. So.
That might be an idea, where as opposed to applying heat in some external way where you're connecting it and like heating it up. That's interesting.
So, all right.
I have no idea what time it is. So my laptop that I have, so my camera is here, but the laptop is up in the right corner where I keep thinking there would be time, is an iridescent thing. It says 144 hertz fast refresh rate. Ooh. It's an alien laptop. And so I keep 144. What time is that? Anyway.
Heat gun would work. You'd have to.
Yeah.
Said a heat gun would work. That was Britt was saying, a heat gun.
I have a heat gun. Think a heat gun would work better than this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Here it is. We were talking about the flame stuff. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here is. I mean, but I know you've seen this filament before, right? But this is just. There's
I have
something
that.
really nice. Yeah, because and there's multiple variations of it. There's something nice because you get the red, which is the fire, but then you get that gold. It's tones of fire, right? You don't get the yellow fire tones, but this seems to be a really warm fire, which is why when I printed, this is the very first. I only have one of the little nostril things remaining, but yeah, when I printed the very first one of MacGyver's, this was like, I was like, holy smokes, this is an amazing model, and I was like, I need to print this fast because everybody's going to be excited about it. And this was the one filament that I thought was the most obvious for it, because
that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Yeah, this is still the I've given away models. It's interesting because I don't hold on, I don't sell models. I just print them and then I'll give them away to children or someone that I know. And my daughter's hold on. Here we go. My daughter's teacher was asking about something, and I said, "Well, let me bring you some models." And I brought her some models and a little container, and she was like, "And it I don't understand what it. I mean, if I brought you a box of toys, JC, and I said, "Hey, here's some toys that my kids used to use, and they don't need them anymore," you probably would say, "Oh, thanks," right?
Yeah,
thanks, this is great, and you wouldn't think anything, overly unusual about it. But for some reason, when you say these are things that I printed and I've created, people are like, oh, and they don't want to take them, right? And you're like, I have a 3D printer. I can print another one. It's okay. In fact, not only can I print another one, I'm going to keep printing because that's part of the problem in this house. So if you could help me by taking, so, anyway, but she was really sweet. And so I picked up some stuff for her nephews and grandchildren. And she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't get you back the ones that we didn't have." And I'm like, it's okay. You can. And then she brought it back and she was like, "These are the ones we did." It's okay. But it is really fun. I really enjoy when someone comes over and I'm like, "Oh, would you like something?" And now, because it seems like most of what I'm printing is stuff that we're using in a video, not all, but most of it. I'm like, "Oh, there's a video I can point you to tell about that."
Right. Yeah. No, that's why I usually send a box off once a month to somebody. I usually, and I've done a couple of different things. I've sent them to my brothers. My nieces and nephews are getting a little old for some of them. They don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
But I'll try to send something somewhere once a month.
Jersey style. I mean, I agree. I had a friend who came over and he saw, because I pulled out some bins. His son was interested in getting into 3D printing and wanted to know what printer to get. And so, but he had no idea. And so I pulled out some bins of stuff to show Jacob what, he had, and he said, "You've seriously got a problem." And he kept saying, "You've got a problem." I was like, "I don't have a problem. This is not a problem. I haven't showed you the other boxes. These are only a few of them." So anyway, but yeah, it is really nice to be able to share stuff with people. And it's gotten to where there were some at the beginning of this. I don't know if they're still on at this point at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night, but some of the neighbor kids were on this live stream at the beginning. And some of them had asked, "Hey, can you print me a whatever?" And so I said, "All right, go pick out the filament you want." So, and hey, thank you for the compliment there, Jersey style. That's great. Yeah, I love the videos are fun. I mean, I get to do the thing that I love doing, kind of as a job. I get to 3D print and then talk, and I like to do both of those. Yeah, Asylum.
Yeah, Jersey. I try to be good at talking. If they're talking about my camera again, yeah. For some reason, when we do this stream, I look great on Zoom. I look good, and so all other places that I use this camera, but for some reason, it doesn't like me on this live stream. So
there is something about this is Restream, the tool that we're using, and so what platforms are you sending it out on your?
So right now I'm YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Okay, YouTube, which is I'm doing the same thing. YouTube, Facebook,
Yeah.
and Twitch. But there's another camera that you have, which is a phone, right? And you're going over to
That's
TikTok. And
Yep.
you look absolutely fine. Like, let's see here. Like, look, he looks completely fine. Oopsie,
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah, perfectly fine. Look, there's the.
I don't know.
You can see the camera and the pinball. The dartboard. Yeah. So I have no
The
idea
dartboard.
what it is with the dartboard, the infamous
I don't
dartboard,
know.
and then there's the pinball machines that are off. Which, let me tell you, there's some pinball machines over there, and I could have a lot more 3D printers if we didn't have pinball machines. But I don't.
She
think
hides
it would be
filament
good if I
under
suggested that.
the
I did know.
pinball table.
Let me tell you something. So wait, hold on. Gotta get those. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm not sure, because it really is. Last time we did something on Restream. I mean, I almost feel like we need to try something not on Restream next time to just see what it is, because you look great. I can see the glint on your glasses. I can see the reflection on your glasses. Yeah, over on TikTok. So under the pinball machine,
and it's not Wi-Fi. My computer that I stream with is actually hardwired, so it's not Wi-Fi. And I'm in the middle of the country, so I don't have good internet. That's part of the issue. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, I know you said that, but I'm still thinking you look fine here, but you don't look here.
Yeah.
So underneath the pinball machines, I hid some filament because I thought I could sneak it by. So I have, in the room that we're in, is the mechanical room. And so it was funny. My friend of mine said, she was like, oh, we're going to do something. And she said, well, why don't you put black felt on the wall? And I was like, what? That's the strangest thing. And then I looked into it, and it's a mechanical room, and we kind of wanted to make it feel a little softer. And so you can get black felt for nothing. And so we have a whole wall over there that's black felt. Only I did a really bad job of estimating how much black felt we need, which is embarrassing because I was a math major in college before I went math computer science. And I was not able to do a length times width calculation. And I came in with far more black felt than we needed. But I was like, I'm not taking this back. Don't want to look stupid. No, I don't know. But anyway, I was like, we'll use it. And actually we have continued to use that black felt, but I have hidden underneath there with strips of black felt. So my husband does not know, hopefully he's not on the stream, how much filament I have hidden under there. But my son and his friends were playing the Floor is Lava. You know this game, right? We all know the Floor is Lava game. Yeah. I have had to explain to them that you do not take the cushions off my couch, put your dirty feet on top of them, and skate around the floor. What? What were you thinking? Because they weren't. Anyway, so I was like, guys, I'm going to bring you some pillows that you can scooch around the floor on, but those, And then tonight, before I got on this live stream, I went upstairs and I'm like, guys, because there's some girls, but of late there's a triplet set, and there's a couple other guys, and they come over, and they're really good guys. And I'm like, I want you to know one thing: if you're thinking about doing something, and your mom would be angry at you doing it at your house, do not do it here. Now I'm going to the live stream. Don't bother me. And they were really sweet. And so that's why when I came out shortly after the beginning, I went to go grab something outside. They were like, hey, so I'm in the stream and I'm under this name. And another guy was under this name. And I was like, oh, you guys are so sweet. You're in the stream. Anyway.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to have to look up StreamYard. They're talking about StreamYard.
StreamYard is what I've joined Creatrix Brit on and done some stuff on. And
can you stream
Huh?
Can you hook up with StreamYard and you stream to your places and her stream to her places, or is it just her streaming?
I don't know. So she runs her stuff in StreamYard, and so she just said sign up for StreamYard and then join StreamYard and I'll bring you in. I don't know.
Okay,
I didn't
so
pay
you
much
didn't do
attention to
streaming
it.
on your channels, because like we're able with this service to stream on each of our channels and not have to give up passwords and stuff like that. Okay.
Right. That's the thing. I invited you, and then you. Okay, wait, hold on. Jersey Style bought mustard color filament from Amazon. Wait. Printing the cable from Deadpool. Oh, wait, mustard color. Oh, what brand is the mustard colored filament?
Yeah. No, Janos, I get what you're saying, but like right now I'm signed in and Courtney's signed in. And so I only need my streams in mine. And when we log in together, we can choose, she gets to choose what streams of hers go out, and I get to choose what streams of mine go out, and it streams to all of them at once. I could stream to up to 5 channels, but then when I add her, I can go up to 10 channels. And so, can you do that? That's the question I have.
Ray, it's a good question. I mean, I have thought maybe I should just, tie my children down and not let them out ever. It really is.
That's funny.
Children is this, it's this whole exercise in adjusting your expectations from the moment they're born, right? Because as soon as they're born, the first thing you think of is they're perfect and precious, and they can do anything and everything. And then you realize that they're human, right? And they're not perfect, even though they are precious. And yeah, you just adjust yourself. And so when you get to the point that you realize that they're a mess and they're not going to keep your house as clean as you kept it prior to having children, there's a lot of adjusting for that. And
I'm sure.
I'm not good at it, right? I'm not good at it because, as Ray knows, I like to have my house like spit spot, like, Mary Poppins style. But I'm like, take a deep breath. How much damage is it causing? If it's causing damage, then how much can you beat them? No, but yeah. Okay. So wait, hold on. But yeah, it is. So, okay. Image corruption. Yeah. Image corruption comes with age. Oh yeah, Ray, that's a good way to say it. Oh, MakerDeck.
Yep.
Yeah. I have signed up for MakerDeck. I really need to do something on MakerDeck. I haven't actually been streaming in a while, and that would be something I need to get back into. Image, great. That's a great way to say it. Image corruption comes with age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, it's R3D, shiny silver and gold dual filament. Ooh, I'm gonna go look that up. Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
Cool. Yeah, Janus, there's one stage here. Courtney's actually controlling it. She can change and put our cameras in different configurations and invite other people in and everything. Or if I interview somebody, I can control the stage. But when she's controlling it and I log in, I can immediately choose which of my channels I want this to broadcast out on. And so anybody who comes in, if they have a Restream account,
like
they can attach it to theirs and they could choose to put it out. And so you can go to multiple, compounded different places, and nobody has to give out passwords. Nobody has to do anything else. Now, we're on kind of the lower tier, which does 720. I don't know if we bumped up to the 1080 service, if my end would be better or not. Hers looks pretty good, but she has way more bandwidth than I do. And so you get these interesting kind of ins and outs, plus it's browser based. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll get better and better as we go, even if we have to swap services.
Amazon. I'm going to Amazon. R3D. So I had. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story about R3D. Hold on, R3D. Let me look it up. R3D. I have to talk while I say it. PLA.
You do that. I'm going to talk to TikTok real quick.
Oh, yeah. I hope the TikTok people can hear me. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at this R3D silver and gold. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, mustard. I totally get that.
Oh, Jersey, that's awesome. Go ahead.
Wait. I'm not in there. What are we talking about? Oh,
congrats. Just got monetized and was had some companies reaching out. That's awesome.
Oh, that's
Congratulations.
really nice. Right? Right? E-bikes. Wait, what is that?
I
What
don't
are
know.
e-bikes?
That's
Is this
exciting.
like,
Oh, that's the electronic bicycles.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
That's
mean,
cool. I wonder if it's geekbuying.com.
no, I don't think it's buying.com. I don't know. I do. What is that? I do want. Oh, we have the video's not come out with that. I forget. Like we film videos, and then it's a while before we release them
And
sometimes.
it's a while before they
And
go
so
out.
yeah, and it will. I know, but we've got the one for Geek Buying, which is talking about
That's the
what's the Geek
Sunloose,
Buying one?
The Sculpt Fun S30
Oh, the Sculpt Fun.
Pro
Yeah, the
Max
Sculpt Fun.
laser
Yeah,
engraver. Yeah.
yeah, the one that's the half of the video saying what it is.
K2
Yeah,
Kevin.
and I
Hey,
want to. Hey, K2 Kevin, we're live. Hi, K2 Kevin. We are. It's Pezliz. Oh my gosh, it's Pezliz too. Oh, hi guys.
awesome.
It's K2 Kevin and then Pezliz, who is, I think, the #1 fan of the K2 Kevin clip, right? Pezliz, you have printed
Oh,
more of those
nice.
than anyone I know, right? I mean, she has made up like, I mean, you've like taken them and made it into you made like a house and stuff, haven't you? And a house is not right, but I mean, she's done a whole bunch of really neat things where she's taken the K2 clips and she's actually turned them into. What did I say? You're laughing. What are you laughing at?
Oh, no. I was watching it,
You're
laughing at
me.
what K2 said. No, what K2 said.
Oh, what did K2 say?
I brought the
You brought
girls to the yard.
Oh my gosh. Someday my son is going to be old enough to get that, and it's going to be funny. Hello, local maker. Oh my gosh, it's local maker Michigan.
Cool.
Yeah, so we were here on YouTube, and then we went over to TikTok, except for we didn't stop on YouTube because a couple of people were like, wait a minute.
Wow.
We don't have TikTok. We don't do the TikTok.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitch.
Oh, well, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I know. It's a milkshake, right? Ray. Oh my gosh, milkshake. Oh my gosh, this brings back memories. Yes. Yes. Oh, Ray, when was that popular? When we were doing G2? It had to be. I'm trying to remember. Toothless 104. Yeah, okay, so what are we talking about? We have to look like we're doing something useful. I was trying to weld filament together and I failed miserably. And I had a model that I was working on. Let me show it to you. I didn't actually show it tonight, but it has special requirements and I have not been able to meet the requirements successfully. So this is a model. It's on Printables. It may be elsewhere, but I found it on Printables. And it's a vase mode model. And you all know I love vase mode models, right? And so I've been printing it with these new Cookie CAD filaments. So they have these really pretty colors. Okay, but it's vase mode and it looks like this. And then what you do is you're going to spread it apart and then you put an egg in it. And so if you have an egg that you want to protect from being broken, you could stick it in here. But the problem is that, and I read it said to print this with 0.25 millimeter extrusion width, right? And so normally if you've got a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, you're actually going to have a wider extrusion width. You're going to have probably like 0.42, 0.45 millimeter, right? And so when I dropped it down, it didn't do really well, but I went back and I did it again. And actually it does really nicely. Look, I mean, look at this. It is very stretchy, see? And you can then stick a little egg in there and it will sort of keep it safe. Right. So I thought this is a great little thing. But my problem is it just doesn't look pretty. Like, let me show you this. This is normal 0.4 millimeter extrusion width. Doesn't that look pretty? It's nice and shiny. Right.
Night, Janos.
Shiny. Good night, Janos. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, 4:30. Oh gosh. Thank you for sticking with us. Right.
Yeah, thank you.
When I change, No, it's what the TPU? Wait, what? Oh no, this is PETG. I think this was PETG. When I
PETG, I
drop
believe, yeah.
this is PETG, but it doesn't really matter. Like I've got one that's PETG and one that's PLA, and it doesn't really matter. So this is 0.4 millimeter extrusion width, 0.4 millimeter, and then I dropped it to 0.25.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
it
So
just
beautiful.
didn't. I know it actually works though. I mean, it's some
Oh,
weird
that's
like
interesting.
granny thing. So I think
It's
we
like
could still put an egg in here. It's just not what I would have expected. What do you guys think, right? So yeah, that didn't work. And then the purple ones, the purple ones, this is a PLA, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm not sure. It looks because my goal with this, a lot of times what I want to
yeah,
do is I want to have something that will show the filament off. So while I think this is a really fun model and I could do it
right.
in any filament, I need something that's going to make this filament not look like this. That is not a good example of the
Right.
cookie cat filament because this filament is beautiful. Oh, I love this filament.
Right.
Yeah, their filament is beautiful. Anyway, that's what I've been
That's
printing
cool.
lately. What have you
So
all been
let's
printing
see.
lately?
So we've got the milkshake song, by the way, was 2003, just so everybody knows.
2003.
2003. And then RC Maniac, thank you. That's interesting. It'll be interesting to hear that feature is coming to StreamYard. So I'll keep looking at it and see what's going on. Then we've got, so Joe Tim has said, haven't had much luck with other filament than bamboo ones that fit
Oh,
already.
in the bamboo.
Any filaments that you recommend? Thanks. Now, Joe, are you talking about filaments that fit in the AMS, or are you talking about something else? And while we're waiting on that answer, let's see, what else do we have? Anything?
Ray says granny knee things. I like that granny knee things.
Yes. And Jersey Style wants to come to your house and learn how to 3D print.
Okay, come on down.
Let's see.
That would be so much fun. Oh my gosh. Lunch and learn. Only it would be longer than
Oh,
lunch.
I know. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be so much fun. Okay, maybe someday.
Yeah. I
It's
feel
not
like
a
they
very
should do
big
that
space.
at the, like they ought to do stuff
Huh?
at like the rep rap festivals where different
We
influencers can go into a room and can have a teaching time where they can teach something. I know they've got kind of the little speech area where you can stand up on a podium and show slides, but it would just be neat to have a room where you could go and learn.
Hey, Britt,
thanks for coming
thank
in.
you for
You have a good one.
spending time with us tonight. Thank you very much. There's a new version of the K2 Clip.
New version.
It does not have to be
Please.
a paid endorsement.
Gotta go look for that one.
It can be wow. Okay.
No, is that over on printables? I'm looking right now.
That's a printables model.
I'm looking because I use the K2 clip. That's
oh,
my clip.
Jersey Style. We did not take that in any way to mean anything. Oh no, we didn't take that in the wrong way. I was like, that would be fun.
Oh no.
That would be, and I say that and truthfully because when I went to Earth last year and with all the COVID stuff and everything, and hadn't had time, it was just like the most wonderful time, which is why I have been like telling people, if you have gotten into 3D printing and you haven't had an opportunity to go to a Rep Rap festival or a maker fair or something, go, because it's like you're suddenly around your people, right? And everyone is talking the language that you speak, and it's like it's just so much fun. I was really sad for the weekend to be over. Instead of being sad, that I'm like, oh, I'm tired, it's been a long weekend. I was like, I could stay for 10 more days. So
I know, right? Definitely.
when you're talking that slicing lingo, see, right?
That's funny.
See?
Okay, so
Totally,
new version,
totally.
March 23rd. So this is the new version on here. Let me see. I know this probably
I love sour
does.
cream and onion chips too. My daughter asked me, what is this today? She was grabbing something and I said, it's sour cream and onion potato chips. She was like, oh. I was like, oh, that's a shame. Because sour cream and onion is so good. It's so good.
So there's the new K2 clip.
Oh. I'm going to have to Look at
Now,
that.
what's the difference? What's the difference? What's the change? I'm interested. So, because this is the clip I use for my filament. Both are new. Now, it looks like, because I'm seeing this little area in here, I see some of that's a change versus it being just flat. That's cool. All right. Are you guys into the Delta printers? Do you like the V400? I don't have a Delta printer. All right. I'm going to jump back to me now.
Wait, hold on. Let's see.
Easier to
I
toss
have
in the bin.
always
Okay.
wanted a. I've always wait. Easier to what? Easier to toss in the bin. Wait, what?
Said easier to toss in the bin. All corners are the
let me
same
look.
size, and the center can accommodate PTFE. Oh, okay. That's
Oh, it
cool.
can accommodate PTFE. Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I noticed the center was different. Easier to toss into the bin.
Gosh, no negative Nancy talking here. All right, let's go back. All right, okay, I had to check it. All right, wait, what?
I'm downloading
I
them.
have
I'm gonna
always
start a
wanted a
print right
Delta
now.
printer. Yeah, and the FL Sun 400, right? Oh my gosh, that thing has been getting so many people have had one to do a review on it, and I have like had so much jealousy over it because it just, I mean, for a while there, it was like I wanted to get a Delta printer because I thought it was interesting, but I wasn't really sure of how much, you know. Anyway, but then the FL Sun 400, and that machine is a great machine. I mean, there's been a lot of positive about it. So anyway.
Yeah, there have been.
Oh, you got to up. It's
That is
not
cool.
You haven't updated the photos? K2
Not on the
Kevin.
K2.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, wait. What about
Oh,
a Scara printer?
Scara printer, yeah.
It's like a mascara printer, but sorry, all I can think of when I can see Scara is
First time California.
mascara.
That's awesome, Jersey. It sounds like a good road trip. I've heard the Grand Canyon's great. I have not been there yet. I will one day. That's funny. K2 says he's tossed more in the trash than anyone ever will.
Oh, you know what? Oh, that totally makes sense. But that's development work as opposed to oops. I have tossed things in the trash too. I am really impressed with my squeegee version of this. It's very, I mean, it's
fun to play with.
Really,
it's almost like a loofah. You got a loofah thing going on.
It's like a loofah. Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, it's the nice guy. Oh, the nice guy. If my children were awake, oh my gosh. Yes, of course I remember you. My son, was it my son or my daughter? Who was it that would come around on live on we would do TikTok live? Is the nice guy around? I think it was my daughter. Wasn't it my daughter? And she would, were you in? Were you in? And
funny.
I was like, oh, he's not here right now. Maybe he'll be here later. And then you would come in and you would say hi, but then you would have to leave. Anyway, I remember, yes, it was really cool. I'm going to have to tell my children that I saw you tonight. Wow, that's going to be so cool.
That's awesome. Hey, Jersey,
Okay,
don't tell Courtney you sold your Tesla.
What'd you say your Tesla?
She loves her Tesla.
Wait a minute. Where is this? The Jersey said this.
His road trip.
Oh, and the road trip.
Bought a brand new Tesla for the road. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't read this.
All right, I'm busy.
Oh yeah, for the road trip, found out how many times I had to charge. Yeah, if you're, where I mean, Mine, I could go days without having to charge it because of the travel I do. So it's easier. If you're doing travel all day long, it's
I like version 2.
version 2 of wait, what?
Yeah. I'm printing my K2 clips right now. And
Are
so
you
I was
right
trying to
now?
choose
Okay.
between version 1 and version 2. I'm filling my Prusa bed with them.
Why would you pick print version 1 if version 2 is newer?
Well, they're both new. So give me a sec. Let me put them up on the screen real quick.
Oh, are your screen is like
So
not, you can't.
I know. Can you see that?
Uh,
Version
ish.
1 is the top one. Version 1 is the top one, so it just has the regular center hole that will take.
Yeah.
But then version 2 is the bottom one, and so both of them will take PTFE. But it looks like you've got, maybe you can snag regular 1.75 filament with the bottom. You see, it's got that little catch in it.
Yeah. So you can like
So
latch it or tighten it down.
I think so. That's kind of what it looks like.
We may need K2 Kevin to still
We do.
let us know.
You may need to show
Or
them.
is it situational? Yeah, because I need to know which one to print now.
Yep, locking center.
Oh, the locking center. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably would want the locking center. I think so.
So delete this one, right click, fill bed. Ah. All right, back to my camera.
The battery, I think it depends on how long you're going to have a car. If you're going to have, because it doesn't have a lot of drop off per year. Oops, hold on. I lost an ear.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember our first one, how much it dropped off, because it dropped off some, but not much, because I think we had it for over 4 years and it hadn't dropped off much. Not to the point that we would need the battery replaced.
Gotcha.
So, and then I mean, if you're going to have a car for like 15 years, then yeah, it's something to think about. But if you're going to get another car, have a good night, Jersey Style.
Good night.
Tell your wife hi. Oh, StreamYard already can stream on multiple destinations at once.
So
it's here.
It can stream to multiple destinations. Now, I know you can stream to multiple destinations, but can each person who's in the stream choose their own destinations? That's the question. Because I know with StreamYard, you can stream to like multiple Facebooks or multiple YouTubes, but can each one, is that a yes? Okay. I will look it up and look more.
Oh, I see what you're saying, K2 Kevin.
I gotcha. Yep.
I mean, I like what this Restream can do, but for you, this is not that big of a value, because you're not, I mean, you want to be where people can see you.
Yeah. Well, and I've already
game.
sent an email to Bjorn today, so I'm going to try and set up a meeting with Bjorn this week and see if I can fix this issue, because this shouldn't be doing this. This isn't even 720p. And so
no, and I mean, you're fine over here on TikTok. I can even show the people who have come in. Look how nice you look on TikTok. There you are, and then there you aren't. It's really strange. And every time we do, look, there's the camera. See, there's the what is it? There's the
nice.
Look way back there. Oh, well, okay. So wait, what do you all have? Wait, Kevin, one thing to note: RC Maniac. It was good. Yeah, the nice guy was on TikTok, and it was good.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. I need to print some stuff. Oh, just in case you all are wondering about Brock's Easter eggs, I'm sure you are. My daughter wanted to know if we could go get candy today, and I said sure, because I'm an easy sell when it comes to candy. So they have like Brock says, just the regular Easter eggs, and then they have the jelly bird eggs. I don't know why they call jelly bird eggs because they're the black eggs, but they now have spiced eggs, and it's just like eating Spice Drops, right? Remember Spice Drops? Spice Drops.
Mm-hmm, I do.
Only they're
I do.
jelly beans. I'm trying not to eat this whole bag today, which is hard for me. Sign out of AOL and redial. Oh, snap. That's good, K2 Kevin.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Let me grab my CD and I'll get AOL.
No, wait, hold on. I've got the floppy. I've got the three and a half.
Oh, you have the
5
3 and a quarter?
3.5. Yeah,
that'll
3.5.
That'll be better.
5 1/4, 3.5. Okay.
Oh, I think they're in the other room.
We had so many of those. I mean, that's
Bear
if
back.
you're around from that time. How many did you get in the mail? Right? It was like, wow, you could just collect discs. Just get them in the mail. AOL. These are so good. You have a Dawson floppy still? See? I have some stuff in the attic. I still have.
I worked for an internet service provider, and so we did a thing where you could bring in your AOL disk and get a discount on sign up. And we ended up making coasters from all the AOL disks, just gluing corkboard to the back of them.
It worked.
Stand out. It did. Well, I'm really disappointed. I have a box of them around here, and I can't.
K2 Kevin is cracking me.
What's he saying now?
It's nothing. Nothing. I mean, it's only a chair over there in his seat anyway.
I know. No, hey, K2. See, I say that all the time, K2. Nobody cares about me. They care about Courtney. I 100% believe that. So you can put me down here. I'll just do this. All right. Y'all go ahead.
No! At least your chicken. It's your chicken. I don't even know how to do that on mine.
Drama.
Wait, you don't you have like fun thing?
Drama.
Wait,
Drama.
Oh, gosh.
Drama.
Oh, look what I want to show you all what I have over here. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get my candy out of the way.
Well, just so y'all know,
was
this is
talking
Courtney's
earlier.
clone tonight. So this isn't the original Courtney. This
It's
is
my
Courtney
what?
2.
Oh, I'm V2. Right.
Yeah.
That's right. So I was having a conversation with Joe, the filament librarian. And if you don't know him, and some of you might not have been here before, like Filament. Hold on. I can't type. Oh, I can't
Dinner.
type.
What you making for
I'm
dinner?
drunk. Here we go. Filamentcolors.xyz.
Thanks
Right?
for the likes.
Oh,
The filament
filament
thing. Yeah,
colors.
make
No.
it big.
Yep. So
Take me
I'm
out
gonna
of
make
there.
it
Put
big.
me at the bottom.
I'm putting you at the bottom. So filamentcolors.xyz. This is the filament librarian's work. And this is just the neatest thing. And it's filamentcolors.xyz. And what he's doing is he's collecting as many filaments as possible. And he's getting really accurate information about them. So let's see. Can I go in here? Will it let me click? Oh, because hold on. I've got to click here. Okay. So let's go in and look at this guy. Anicubic gray, right? Or let's look at this guy here. Right. And so, but what's neat about this is he's going to keep track of anything. And then he's going to look at colors that would be similar to that if you want to match them. Then he's got stuff like, I love REL numbers, related colors, analogous colors, triadic colors. I don't even know what some of this means. Right? Split complementary colors. Yeah, I know, but I still don't know what that means. The rectangular colors, the square colors, similar colors. Anyway, this is just such a neat thing that he's doing. And I just really love that whoops, I was looking up the printer. There, here we go. But I think it's really neat. And then, no, I was looking up the Z-morph. Well, guys, it's just gone. I'll come back. You have to deal with me. Sorry. Anyway, so what I love
I'm
is the
back.
okay. Yay. Here, I'll give you here. There we go. Put your back. Okay. So no, you're not. Oh, there you are. So
Yeah, that was my.
I just love jelly beans. So anyway, so Joe had said one of the things is Joe is trying to collect as many samples of filament as he can. And if you
Right.
look, if I could get over here, wow, no, it's really, yeah, it's really like he's got a lot from some companies and not a lot from other companies. What he wants, and it's really neat, is he wants 1 meter of filament. That's it. And so it doesn't take a lot. So he and I were messaging, and he was like, "Do you have the polyalchemy?" And I was like, "I have the polyalchemy, and I'm sad to use it because it's no more." And he said, "Will you send me 1 meter of the ones I don't have?" And I said, "Sure." So I'm going to send him. Oh, hold on, send him that. But it's pretty easy. He has sort of this very specific thing he wants, and because he's got a lot of filament coming in. And by the way, if you want to send him some filament, he has a budget to help cover your postage if you're interested in having that postage covered.
Wow.
So you can let him know. But and I had this, and I was like, "Well, that's a lot." Woo! Friendship light. Oh, whoa! Thank you so much. Interesting show.
Wow. Awesome.
Live. Keep them coming. Oh, thank you.
And we're doing
so-
this every fourth Sunday night.
for like every month. So we're like way over time tonight. But anyway, this is like I love how it says cryovac, like it's really fancy. This is just a bunch of sandwich bags, right? And he's like, just put it in a sandwich bag, and then I need a piece of paper in it, and you could even do it on a sticky note, and it says what the company is, what the filament is, who you are, and basically a few pieces of information so he knows what this is. And it seems like really easy to just take a bunch of cuts and like throw it in a bag, but it's when he's got the number of filaments he's got coming in, it's confusing. So he's like 1 filament per bag. Bear with me, it's just easier. So I'm going to send that to him. Yeah, and so I had to find all the polyalchemy, and I'm like so sad. I don't want to ever use it. Oh, I have to show you something. It's my favorite polyalchemy elixir thing ever. I'm gonna go get it. Okay, entertain them, JC.
Okay, and do we need to listen to some music? I know. So dinner. All right, this was my dinner tonight. Chocolate chip cookie dough. That's what I've been eating all night, with my Kool-Aid and water. So that's where I've been sitting. So that barbecues, that Korean beef sounds really, really, really good. The biggest. Just kind of looking. Thanks for the aquamarine. Okay, there we go. Yes, definitely jealousy. Definitely jealousy. She always has. Courtney always has the best filaments.
Okay, I got it. So this, in fact, is wait, what? This is a print that is not a print. If you go to our Facebook page, we have a. Hold on. Let me go to our Facebook page. Something I can. It's like we're hung. Hold tight.
Where are we hung?
Be entertaining, JC.
Yeah. Okay. You seem to be. There we go. You got back.
Am I
every
unhung?
Sunday?
Okay.
Yeah, you're unhung now. So good, awesome. Join us every Sunday. That will be awesome.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Every fourth Sunday. Every fourth Sunday is this live, and then I'm live every other Sunday. The third Sunday, I interview another creator. And so if you come in on the third Sunday night, I'll have somebody. Last week we had Shadow Ink 3D, if you know who she is. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to have Alien Destination, a new designer who's up and coming that's just about hit 2,000 on TikTok. Go, Courtney.
Oh, okay. So this is, if you see the little, what? Uh-oh.
Nothing, go.
Oh, okay. So these two little, wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to change this here just because it's not that big, but see these two little, okay. These are very expensive little prints, but the one that you see over on the left goes through 8 colors. And so I used the palette 3 to print this one. The other one on the right is just a yellow, orange, red, which took a lot less filament and a lot less time. But this little doohickey guy, this little dot jars on the left minus the dots, it's tiny. So I'm going to come back to me. This is the purge block for it. It is a solid block of polyalchemy elixir. And at
That's
the
awesome.
time, they still existed, right? They still, I would have been fine, but I didn't know they were going out of business. And so this is like very precious now. So what's interesting about this was that when the palette 3 first came out, I know, isn't that crazy? When the palette 3, I mean, it's like solid. I use it to calibrate my time-lapse camera. And it because you can see it goes through all 8 colors, and it would go through 8 colors and then 8 colors and 8 colors and 8 colors. So it is completely solid. So what happened was the initial palette 3, when it came out, it wasn't working really well with a lot of filaments, but it worked absolutely fine with polyalchemy elixir. I mean, and so I just would try other things and it would fail. And then I would go back to polyalchemy elixir, which looked really pretty. And so I did a lot of my tests on the palette 3 with polyalchemy. And yeah, and I just love this thing. I know. I think it's a half a kilo.
That's cool.
So,
yeah,
it's really, I mean, it's just pretty, you know, I mean, you could see but in any case, it's very pretty. So I keep it. So, but, and it really is funny that it is the little guy right there, the one that you can see the green and blues. That's it. It was one little one. So people are like, oh, that uses up so much stuff. But there is, as you guys know, this was a lot of purge to use for that little print. But we could have also filled the whole bill plate full of something, or we could have made things that were really big and tall, right? And it would have been this still, but we might have been able to print a lot more with it. So it's and we probably, knowing how some of these did, like the purple and the Merlot, you need a lot of purge, or you have the bleed over, but some of these didn't bleed a lot. But yeah, this is my favorite polyalchemy.
Yeah. Hey Luna, she was showing it over on YouTube and stuff.
Oh, hi. Oh no, was I not showing over here? Hi, sorry.
Well, they also couldn't see the web page either, but
so I'm
people
so sorry.
People on my TikTok were saying, "Hey, I can't see it."
I'm sorry, guys. How do we show that? Can you show that?
We can't unless you turn the phone around. You can't really do it.
Oh, I can turn my phone around. I can do that. Hold on. Let's see. Tell me if I'm aiming it right. Can you see it? Is that a good aiming,
there
JC?
you go. Yep. That's it. That's good aiming.
Yeah. So it's this one. That was the one that caused it. And then that one caused some others. But yeah. It was just little jars.
Yeah.
Little tiny jars. And then clock spring, at one point, I said something like, little dot jars?
No, go. Yeah.
No, I said something to Clock Spring about it. Thought it would be really nice to have a something or other. And he created a model, and it was crazy. It was a small model, but it had so many color changes. It actually could. I don't think the bamboo could do it. It was just a tremendous amount of color changes. And I don't know that anyone's ever successfully printed it in color. I don't even remember what the model is.
Oh, really?
I remember saying, I'm going to be doing a live stream. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be great to have a simple 8-color model, which doesn't exist. There's no simple 8-color model. It doesn't exist. Yeah.
Right.
No. So, no, it doesn't exist. So. Well, wait, what?
Luna is switching back and forth. I'm just talking with people on the TikTok. Zorno 1. So everybody's chatting on mine as well. So that's good.
That's okay.
How many people you have over on the
sleep
TikTok?
soon.
Sleep. What's that?
No, wait, what? Sleep. Yeah, no, I have one child that actually, I hope they're asleep. Normally, my husband would be in town and he would he would make sure they were asleep, but he's not. So I'm just hoping that, they're too young to get into too much shenanigans. When they get a little bit older, there will be shenanigans, right? Oh yeah. See my purge block?
Right.
I know, right? It's a palette block. Yes, it is. It's 100% solid. Every layer was this because it was going through all 8 colors. And it was the default purge length too, which makes it also very, very regular because it has the same amount of purge distance for each one. Yeah.
Right. No, that's really cool. I love that purge block.
Well, you have an opportunity to create some purge blocks yourself because I sent the
know.
palette 3 over for you to investigate.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
wait to
excited
see what
about
you're
that.
going to do with it. I know.
Me either.
Yeah.
Me either. So my
I know.
K2 clips are going. They're
Do you have
moving
them going?
along.
I'm not printing anything. I don't have
Yep.
any. I have no printers going. Wow. I can't believe I have no
I have a
printers going.
stormtrooper. I'm printing a stormtrooper blaster. I'm doing a flexi shark, and I've got the K2 clips going.
I need to make some K2 clips. I'm sorely behind on my printing of K2 clips. Okay, so let me explain. Someone left the door open and a lot of flies came in. And earlier tonight, I was trying to shoot them with my salt gun, right? Because it's salt, right? And it shoots, you just put table salt right in here, which is really interesting. And I didn't think it would work that way. You just pop this open and you just put you don't even need much, just a little bit of table salt right in there. And then you find them. Ah, there it was. There it went.
I'm watching TikTok to see if we go down.
I know, right? You remember the one time you said Nerf, GUN, and then your live
I had a Nerf gun, and they're like, "Wonk!"
What the heck? What the heck, right? So my live probably. So in any case, yeah. Oh, we had a video taken down on TikTok because I've been really fortunate to not have stuff taken down because we pretty much have family content. But we had a video taken down. We didn't know what it was, and it was 3DS Filament. We had done a video on 3DS Filament, and I had said that their pictures of their filament was not an actual print. It was a render, and we showed the render. It was like an orc,
yeah,
a graphic representation of Amazon, an orc with a big sword, and they thought it was like a naked something. It was like green. It was a render of something, and it was like nudity, and we were like, "What?" Anyway, they brought it back, but so the reason I'm making like a face is somehow like these flies got in, and I have an age-old halogen lamp right out there, and I know that halogen lamps are not the best for. I know they use a lot more energy than like these LED lights, but it's just a really nice warm feeling. And apparently, several of them decided to check out the bulb, and when they do that, they just burn up. And burning flies smell bad. Yep. Oh, there it is.
Very much so. Very much so. All right. Well, so do we need to call this a night then?
What did I not do it? Why can't I do it? My fingers are weak. How did I miss it? I don't have enough salt. I need more salt.
That's awesome.
He's just sitting right there. It's like it doesn't.
Wow.
No, what? I'm like not totally weak. What? It's like I can't pull the trigger. Do you have to put it back? Oh, wait, hold on.
That's funny.
Oh, you have to do this and then that. Okay, that's what it is.
Oh, there you go. She figured it out.
Oh, no, I have there's no salt in this. He's like, he's just like, yeah, whatever.
Let's call this thing a night.
Let's call it a night. Hey, it's good to see you guys. We'll see you next month. So if you attended tonight and you have a topic that you are interested, I guess, we've got to figure out 4 topics to talk about next month. It's going to be taking down for you. I know. I hope it won't be. And that purge block. This is just a horrific waste. They'll be like the purge block. hopefully we can say to YouTube, please listen to this. It was the Assault. It's such a great name for it. But yeah, hopefully we're not taken down. Oh, thank you guys for all of the hearts and everything. Okay, thank you guys on TikTok.
Yeah, thank you all for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you on TikTok. Glad everybody joined us tonight. This every fourth Sunday. Can you hear me? All right. Can you hear me?
I can't hear.
Hello?
Oh, music is playing.
Yeah, music is playing. Yep. I brought up some music. I'm putting a music bed in under our closing of the show. So I will turn it down. Sorry if that was too loud. But anyway, thank y'all. Every fourth Sunday, right here on all the channels, all the TikToks, all the YouTubes, all the Twitches, you can join us. I am every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. I kind of do the same thing for me, but sliced, which is what we're calling the show. It only happens on the fourth Sunday night of the month. So good to see all y'all. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for stepping in and following us back and forth from platforms, and we will see y'all later.
Hugs and kisses. I'll see all of you all at Armor Free. Yeah, they're going to be there. Otherwise, we'll check you guys soon. What's that? Okay.